Previously on the Lineage of Moonreach. Tomar, Lewin, Gorbel, Willem, and I conversed with he who sits on the throne of vines. There were many revelations, chiefly of which was that, as children, we spent eons here with him and knew him as father. He revealed that we were destined to defeat this great evil, and that one of us would have to stay behind and take his place. Lewin convinced us that it had to be her, and she ascended to godhood before our eyes. Afterward, we were teleported back to our own plane and found our friends trapped in a magical stasis. And there was Calcifer. The D20 Syndicate presents The Lineage of Moonreach.
Welcome back to the D20 Syndicate podcast.
Hi.
This is
Oh, hey guys.
this is a weekly Dungeons and Dragons 5e podcast. I am your host and DM, Seth, and around the table we have our players.
I'm Billy, and I play Willem.
I'm Elijah, and I play Hirstag.
I'm Tomas, I play Tomar.
I'm Lindsey, and I play Pinwin.
And I'm Michaela, and I'm sick, and I play Gorbel.
That's right, and each week we record for your listening pleasure, and then we release it for you on a Thursday.
She did it different, Seth.
I know.
Oh my god.
I'll do it again. And I'm Michaela, and I play Gorbel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you do.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
That was hot, not gonna
That's it's what they want.
lie. Give the people what they want. Have their cake and eat it too. Let them eat cake, I say. Anyway,
What if you don't like cake?
then
Chop
don't,
his head off.
Yeah, don't eat cake. Have a cupcake. Have a
Cake by
cookie.
the pound.
Cake by the pound.
Maybe
What
they
other
like
cakes
ice
do we
cream.
have?
66 pounds of cake.
A beef cake.
Nope.
Fruit cake.
That was not worth the
I was just trying to think of cakes, man.
Carrot cake. I really want to play with fondant. Like, it just looks really fun.
It doesn't taste good, though.
Fundant.
I don't know if I've eaten fondant, but it
You
looks
totally
fun.
have.
Yep, I don't like cake.
Doesn't matter.
It's on other things.
Hold on. How many people at this table don't like cake?
I could live without it.
I'm not crazy
Air
about it.
5.
I feel like you guys are just having shit cake because there are like a million different kinds of cake.
You're
and
pretty
there
quiet.
Are so many good ones.
Seth, maybe we are cousins because you don't like pizza and you don't like cake. And I don't like pizza
Okay,
and I don't
this
like
mother-fucker
cake.
says he doesn't like
I
pizza,
don't-
but
I-
the second a motherfucker orders a pizza,
I do it too.
so-
this
It's just
motherfucker
not
eats
preferred.
half the fucking pizza.
Yeah, okay, so here's the thing, though. I
And
don't
I
like
always see
pizza,
you like
But if
but
you're
I do
hungry-
like eating food.
Yeah, like if you're hungry,
So if
you're
that's
gonna
the
eat it.
option, I'll
Yeah.
eat it. I'm not going to be that guy that, like, everybody orders pizza. I'm like, I'm not going to have any. I'll just eat it.
Right.
That would be
Well,
less rude.
Yeah, what if
you
they want
didn't have any.
leftovers? You're
What?
just wasting pizza
You're
by
being
eating
rude by eating
can't
it,
win.
even though you don't like it.
Either I'm a liar or I'm a rude asshole. Either.
it. Eat the box so they don't have to throw it away.
Eat your hat.
That's
bitch.
practically a vegetable. Gross. Well, if you don't like cake, let us know in the comments. Also, something you guys should know is we're going to be going to Gen Con here in August. So if you guys want to come say hey, those of you listening, if you're going to be at Gen Con, let us know. Maybe we can make plans to avoid you. And that would be really fun. No?
Yeah.
Because we're all very, we sound very social, but we've never talked to another human other than each other.
What's
ever.
a human?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
Haven't had interaction
We're gonna
with anybody
see
other than
humans?
you fucking troglodyte.
Speaking of human, isn't that our vet's name?
What?
Human.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
our vet.
right.
Our vet is named Dr. Human, like which sounds like
She is
The internet's
two
a
dogs with a
version
lab
of-
coat.
Yeah. Yeah, that
You know
sounds about
what
right.
though? Who's gonna treat a dog better than a dog?
that's sound logic, unless it's a grudge. This is, I can't wait for Argus to show up.
Well, Argus loves her.
Yeah.
Nah.
Their dog is named Argus, if you guys don't know.
Context matters.
Please don't dox my dog. Now that you know his name.
Yeah, because he's going to be way easier to find now.
That's the joke, Tomas.
It's a bad joke.
You got to delete all of his social media.
We have a
accounts
review.
Immediately.
We have a review in important
My social
news.
media is pretty much his.
Gross.
I can't
You're
help
one
it.
of those
I know
people.
I am.
I
But
love,
he's like the best thing to take a picture of because he's always doing cute shit.
I love
that's
when you
fair.
post pictures of Argus. I just go, oh,
Anyway, about that
Argus,"
review.
every time.
Review?
Hold on, I'm really enthralled by what's going on here.
Me too.
Oh my god, have you
Thanks.
seen any of his birth? Yeah, you saw his birthday pictures.
You want to see my itinerary?
I've been posting pictures with Luna on Snapchat a lot this summer.
Getting a lot of likes.
I don't look
Huh?
at Snapchat.
Oh, it's Snapchat.
Yeah, Snapchat.
Lindsey?
Maybe I know. Maybe I need to do Instagram more. Do you want to see? They're really good.
Yeah,
I
we
have
should-
to
we
show
might-
you
maybe
one.
later.
wait.
Maybe we wait. Maybe we wait for those.
Tomas is going
I'm gonna
to
show
hit
her
me.
one.
Well, I'm just saying when you guys start
Oh my God,
complaining
that's
about how
way
late it
cute.
is.
All right.
Do you want to see?
No, I can see it from here. Anyway, let's read that review. Go ahead, Tomas.
Fine.
Elijah said it's fine.
That's a rave review from Elijah.
Yeah, the review is from our own podcast member, and he tolerates it. Great.
It's fine. It's fine.
Meh. Whoa.
It didn't give me herpes.
We got 3 letters.
That's how he feels about cake. That's how he feels about the show.
Fine. Fine.
All right. So this review,
Fine.
this
Jake.
review is from Ross. The title is My Intro to D&D. So he's a total noob. This podcast has been my intro to D&D, and it's got me hooked. At first, all the crazy voices seemed like too much. But 43 episodes in, I can't imagine it without it. It's just a close group of friends hanging out playing D&D, and for once a week, I get to listen in and join them. Strongly recommend.
Wow. Aw, thanks, Ross N.
Yeah.
Not Ross J.
Your Jimmy John's actually accidentally came to my place of employment about a month ago. So just shinfo.
Did you take it?
I did not. I had my own.
What are we talking about?
He called us close.
Who are you talking
Aw, we're close.
Ross.
to? Oh.
We are
Ross's
close.
Jimmy John's came to my
know
place of
all of our
employment.
I thought you
medical
said
issues.
Seth's did.
That's
I
no.
thought you were saying Tomas's did.
We were all off the same page.
I understood.
I understood.
Jesus
Huh?
Christ.
I only hear like half of
Oh,
what
you were
Billy
talking about
says.
Tomas's Jimmy John's?
No, Ross.
Oh my god,
I'm going to go slam my dick in a drawer. I'll be right back.
that entire
Butter knife,
Giannis
butter
side
knife, butter
of the
knife.
table.
Jesus. Anything's better than this right now.
Lord almighty.
Well, thanks for that review, Ross. We really
Aw,
appreciate
yeah,
it. I
thanks,
didn't even know you
Ross.
existed. I still don't really know who you are, but thank you.
do weird voices now.
I'm gonna hold a
I go into the cave.
Why are we doing that?
I
I'm
hate this
super
so much.
spiteful.
This
love it.
This is what I'm talking about. These are-
5 against
I should get inspiration because I was not taking part in that.
I steal his inspiration because I have a +5 against inspiration.
Turn down my headphone track. Jesus fucking Christ.
turn it
Mother
fucking off.
Fucking pearl.
Throw it in the trash.
Billy,
Wow.
I feel like your voice was at the same pitch as mine, which is really funny.
Billy is the best at being annoying.
If you're going to be good at something, might as well be the
I
lady.
always wanted a trophy.
Congratulations, Billy, you did it.
What award would
Made
we
my
all
ears
get
bleed.
if
But-
we gave each other
You're welcome.
awards?
Now I have a UTI in my ears.
Nice.
Actually,
Yeah,
They've
yeah.
got
Actually-
droplets for that.
That's a good question.
See, I'm just
Going
full
in
of
it,
them.
that's actually I like that. So
was the
going into our campfire question for the evening, I'm gonna pose one for you guys. Here it is. It's what Lindsey just said. But what you're gonna do is you're going to pick the person to your right, and you're going to say, what award would this person receive? Their character. What award would their character receive in this world for something about them? Kind of like a high school yearbook. Most likely to succeed. Most
Class
valuable
clown.
haircut. Whatever. However it works. But
Do I get to do you?
Most valuable
Most
haircut.
valuable haircut.
you do, Willem.
Fucking
I think I've
Justin
got it.
Bieber.
Good.
We're talking
All right.
about the characters, right?
Characters. So you'll do for ease. You'll do Pinwin and you'll do Hirstag.
Yeah.
You'll be Hirstag. You'll be Pinwin.
Lewin would be
Sorry.
most god.
most likely to ascend to godhood. Check. All right. We'll start with Gorbel. Willem's award.
I feel like this is already. We got off the back foot. Can we hit the reset button?
Well, we'll end with a nice one.
This is nice. It's a
Cool.
compliment. It has gotten me out of a few scrapes.
Most
but
stabby.
You are the least likely to have a conscience.
Whoa.
It really gets in the way sometimes. You ever see?
So what you're saying is I'm a man of action.
Exactly.
You're Michael Ironside in Watchers, man.
Excellent. Fucking Watchers. Are we talking about the same Watchers?
Yeah, the Dean Koontz movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck yeah. All right.
I'm a perfect killing machine. Blam! I don't have
Yeah.
a conscience.
Yeah.
Okay, Willem. What award would Hirstag win?
You're gonna do mine last, aren't you?
You're supposed to be
Every
best
time-
braider. Oh.
Well, I'm
He's
giving
not.
Pinwin the.
Yeah, maybe don't
thank
steal
you.
things that he might say.
My second award.
I
my
definitely
secret
wasn't
one.
going to say that, but
Okay, Willem, Hirstag.
It'd be a trophy with little braided pigtails on the side.
What award would Hirstag win, Willem?
Hirstag would get a tie between two, I think. Most vigilant
Oh.
and most caring.
Aww. Not where I saw that going. Dirtiest.
most hairiest,
One who
most
looks the oldest but is actually the youngest.
most likely to wade in mud with the pigs.
He's always looking out for the best interest of not just himself, but the entirety of the group and kind of just humanity in
Yeah,
general.
you're very egalitarian, Hirstag.
Most good berry.
Most good berry.
You're a
He
good
has
berry.
the goodest. He is the goodest of the berries.
You are a good berry, Hirstag. You're just a good berry.
He's
a good berry.
You're very good.
I kick ass. Thank you.
Fuck yeah.
Thanks.
All right, Hirstag. Now that we've lifted your spirits, why don't you bust Tomar's down with whatever award he deserves?
Well,
Most likely to sell his soul.
you took
I
my-
just give it away. Just give it away.
I mean, if you're gonna give away your soul, you might as well just hit multiple venues. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, you're really spreading that soul around. Kind of a soul slut.
Can't stop, won't stop liching.
Fucking Voldemort ass.
Well,
Sorry.
Tomar, I would like to present to you the award for Father of the Year.
Thank you. I'm actually a shit father. Thank you.
Wait. He looks at the award and actually says most absent father.
Oh, that was smudged off.
Whoops. You wear that with pride.
How to cook 4 humans.
That was really sweet. That was.
All right.
Tomar, what is Pinwin's award?
Most likely to drop out of college. But the real one, most glamorous.
Yeah, you're pretty glamorous, Pinwin.
Resplendent, even.
Whoa.
I only wish that I could be so grossly incandescent.
Shiniest, possibly.
Well, that cape.
Shiny.
Nah, that goes to my fucking forehead.
That's one of Pinwin's songs. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
First time ever.
I'm pretty sure that was from Moana.
Thanks, Lin-Manuel.
That was
You're
one
not
of
on
the
the right
best,
side of
if
the
not
song
the
from
best
Moana.
fucking song in the whole movie.
Pinwin.
I haven't
Every
seen
kid's
it.
favorite song. Just so you know.
That's why I like it, probably, because I'm an idiot.
Tell me what Gorbel would win. What Gorbel would win for an award, Pinwin?
The Gorbel Award. Well, you see.
Well, you know, when we're not vacationing in the Hamptons,
Sorry, I've been watching
Chowder.
a lot of Marvelous Miss Mabel.
like the dinner platter.
It's pronounced chowder.
Chowder! Chowder! It's chowder! I'll kill you!
I
Sorry.
don't know what's happening.
Simpsons.
Oh, okay. So Gorbel would get the award for. I had one in my head, but not as Pinwin. So
Just
I might
do that one.
I might give you 2. So from
a twofer.
Lindsey,
The
Gorbel
award for most rewards.
has the award for most. Oh wait.
Sorry, go ahead.
Anticipation.
Anticipation. Anticipation.
Anticipation.
Panticipation. You're expecting pants.
Gorbel's amputation.
or amputation anticipation.
Wow, we are so derailed.
Let's emancipate that amputate.
Let's
You're
go ahead
welcome,
and
audience.
syncopate this.
So from Lindsey, Gorbel's would be the award for most badass, because she is badass as hell. And then from Pinwin, so I would give Gorbel the award for being the best friend.
Aww.
Suck my dick.
I thought you were going to say Elijah. Elijah.
That's your line.
That's why I thought it would be funny.
I won the friendship award.
Woo!
And what do you got? Just a stupid dad trophy?
Most absent
I had the
father.
tree guy to give me an award.
Are you saying reward?
It's a reward and an award.
Isn't the journey its own reward?
I like this question, and I'm sorry that I interrupted pretty much every single person.
You did.
It's fun.
But
To be fair,
I
everyone
wanted,
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
Probably
wanted
Elijah.
to
Except
give
for me.
everybody
Yeah.
an award.
Okay.
Ooh. What award
Good.
would Seth get? We should give Seth an award.
Okay.
Most DM.
Most DM in the room.
Floppy hair.
Thanks. Everybody always talk about my floppy hair.
You do get floppy hair, like when you're getting really heated. It just like
It's very
flops.
expressive.
Most Conan
Love
O'Brien.
I'm okay with it.
Oh,
Most Conan O'Brien.
most likely to get a kiss from me.
Gross. You see where that led you.
most
Rated
fun French voice
PG-13 now.
and most fun intro to French voice.
Okay, we got one F word we can use.
Is this where the 18 plus came in?
Oh, Elijah. That's an underrated comment.
Yeah. What are you, Nev Campbell? You Scream?
Shouldn't we each give an award?
No.
I thought you were going to say,
I
shouldn't
give
we
you,
each
like,
get an
3.
F word?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get into this because I don't want
Really?
to be
This
here.
from
at
the
midnight.
dude who was late?
We're going to be here till like 4 a.m., you idiots.
All right.
Yep.
I don't know anything about this midnight bullshit.
Okay. So, shall we start?
Please.
Maybe.
This music
If
is
you
Snap
feel
it. Make it
like
quick.
it.
Arrange my dice.
all right. So,
That should be your voice on the next character.
I said no annoying voices.
Arrange my dice.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, it's good. It's creepy and weird.
Anyway, so you guys have encountered Calcifer. You were staring at him as some of your group are floating above. Pinwin and Hirstag, first things first, give me a charisma saving throw. Remember, Pinwin, you have advantage on charisma saves.
Is the DC impossible like last time for Hirstag?
Why does he have advantage?
Because of his cape.
Oh.
Maybe give that to
Well,
Hirstag.
I got a four.
Nailed
Oh,
it.
thank you.
Whatever it was,
Because of
failed.
my cape?
Yeah.
Cool.
The cape you
Thanks
cannot
for
take
remembering, because I keep forgetting about it. Charisma.
How could you forget about it?
Well,
I
mean,
just
you did.
forget. Charisma. So, 16?
16?
Yeah.
High or low?
Hi.
Fair enough. So, Hirstag, you are still in this state of suspension. However, Pinwin, you are not.
Yeah. Don't have to be quiet.
So, Pinwin, as all of this is kind of transpiring, you see your fellow wolves approach, and you can kind of very faintly hear Calcifer talking through the fog of whatever's happening to you. But somehow, you snap to attention, and you realize what's going on. And as you do, you realize the hold that the magic has on you causes you to start floating slowly to the ground. But you are behind Calcifer as this happens.
Did he notice me?
You can't tell.
Is
can-
there anywhere to
Give me
hide?
a perception check. You can't tell.
What does this room
I mean,
look
my
like?
perception's pretty good. Let's
Okay.
just check. Let's check. 13?
13. You don't know if he's got a sack mask on his face, so it's hard to tell what he notices.
Do I see anywhere I could hide potentially?
Well, you're still slowly floating to the ground.
Yeah.
But I'll describe the room for you, since you rolled perception.
All right.
To just give you guys a reiteration, this is a massive cavernous room, super tall ceilings, and a large altar with stairs leading up to it. There is a pale light kind of from up above. Kind of gives you an ominous feel looking at it. But there doesn't seem to be a lot of features to this room. It's fairly featureless other than this massive altar. There are a few broken pillars, but they seem lost to the kind of the annals of history. They're mostly just little stubs. Yes.
The altar, where is it positioned in the room?
Direct center. This is a circular room.
How high up is the altar?
It goes up about 40 feet.
I'm just gonna float right up next to him.
Well, you're gonna float up next to him?
Yep.
Okay.
The wings are gonna come out of the armor.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pull out my sword and I'm gonna glide up the stairs towards him.
So you guys all see Tomar gliding up the stairs towards Calcifer. Calcifer doesn't seem to make any moves as you do so. Does anybody else want to do anything in this moment?
I'm gonna ready my bow.
Okay.
You said there's pale light going on?
Yeah.
Are they from torches?
It's hard to tell. It seems magically created, but it looks, if you were to look straight up, you could see that there's little like glowing stone sconces, mage stone, up there. Gorbel, what are you going to do?
How close are we?
You are probably, like, you just entered the room, so you're roughly 80 feet from him, 40 to the altar, 40 up.
I still have invisibility cast on myself, right?
High or
In this
low?
universe.
Well,
Medium.
Medium well.
You going medium?
Medium rare.
High or low?
Medium high.
Medium high, gotcha. Oh, 11. Nice job. Nailed it. That's like
I think
oddly
that's the-
specific.
yeah.
So yeah, you still have foresight.
That's the equivalent.
I have it permanently because I fucking called
You
that.
have foresight 2020.
Yeah, it's like if Matthew McConaughey took a Viagra and then went onto that planet in Interstellar and then came back, he'd still have the erection because it was his personal time.
Exactly. Yeah,
but
he just had a
everybody
boner
else-
for the whole rest of the movie.
So for like his kids though, it was like fucking 20 years of boner for him. Anyway,
Hirstag, what are you?
Consult
Or
the
sorry,
doctor.
Smoochie, what are you doing?
I'm gonna charge him.
You're gonna charge him?
Yep.
Just from the entrance, just ah!
Well, you do have Tomar there that's floating up in front of the altar. So
Did I actually say what I was going to do?
How far did
No.
you get up there? Like, did he move all the way up to him?
He's
can
moving
Move,
in
I
the-
can move
we're-
40 feet.
yeah, we're moving in the moment.
Okay.
So you're telling me what you're.
I'll move up 40 feet towards.
Okay. And then Gorbel, what were you planning on doing?
Moving a little bit closer.
All right, Pinwin.
I'm going to try to hide in the shadows.
Okay, give me a sneaky sneaks and yeah,
20.
20. Okay, you are hidden.
Cool.
All right. So Tomar, you're now floating up next to him. Gorbel and Smoochie are approaching the altar, and Willem, you are readying your bow. And the masked form of Calcifer kind of regards you, tilting his head from side to side, Tomar, as you float up. Oh man, you're like real cool and like very heroic floating up here, man. That's way cool. You should man, somebody should paint a picture of you doing that because I would buy that picture.
I'm just going to keep floating towards him.
All right, you float up and you are then within about 10 feet. How far are you trying to get from him?
Right next to him.
All right, you are right next to him. And Smoochie, Willem, Pinwin, Gorbel, what are you doing? Let's go Gorbel first.
How close am I now?
If you were going to the base of the altar, you are now at the base of the altar.
Okay. I'm going to wait a beat.
Smoochie, what are you doing?
I move right up to him.
You're going to move up?
The
okay.
rest of the 40 feet, right?
Yeah.
It was a total of 80.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you're up there now too.
So-
Willem?
Can I see Hirstag from where I am?
You can, yes. He's floating.
About how high up?
He's about he's probably 80 feet from the ground. They're floating up in the air. All of the Chaos Company and Hirstag and Zyko.
Gonna go ahead and do a little circumvent the perimeter and come up behind on the calcifer.
Sneaky roll.
Well, I'm invisible, but
then don't worry about it.
But I mean, also 37.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. You are the knight. Sweet.
So yeah, I'm just gonna go around the base of the altar.
Oh yeah, and you have the slippies too.
I do have the slippies.
Okay, Tomar and Smooch, you are right up in his grill. Gorbel, and you were doing what? You just hanging out at the base?
I'm assessing the situation.
That's fine.
Okay.
She's doing her taxes.
Can I roll for a perception to try to see what he's doing and what he's casting?
Absolutely. Give me a perception. And then you'll give me an arcana roll.
Hmm. 15.
For perception, okay? Then give me an arcana roll.
8.
The situation it's a little weird. It's hard to tell what exactly is going on. You know he's casting something. You don't really know what it is. You assume, based on previous experience, that it's probably something to do with a similar type of magic that you would have dealt with. Very force of personality based. But yeah, you're not getting a good vibe from it. It's definitely, there's something other than what you see going on here.
I want to do counterspell, but I don't want them to all fall.
Tomar.
Is he concentrating?
Give me perception.
24.
It doesn't seem like he's concentrating. He seems pretty cavalier.
Does he seem like he's actually there physically?
He looks physical, but you can definitely, from assessing the situation with that good of a roll, there's something else going on. That he's too casual. He's letting you approach too easily. These guys are floating in the air too well. Like it,
a little too rad.
A little too. You guys have.
Is there any object or anything weird on the altar?
So the only thing that you see on the altar is both calcifer and then some random pebbles, random stones. It's pretty blank, but with that perception, you do see that there is the outline of what appears to be maybe some sort of door on the altar, covered partially by dust.
Like Wizard of
A floor door, like the other floor door?
Yeah. Not that you... Oh, yeah. I guess you would know.
Where is it?
It's directly underneath Calcifer.
If I touch him, does he give?
You gonna reach out?
Yeah.
So you reach out. Give me a charisma save.
Is this a spell being cast on me?
No.
2.
You just reach out and touch Calcifer, and as you do, you touch him, and his body disperses without a word.
All right.
Yet your allies remain floating above. And as you guys look up, you see, slowly floating down, another Calcifer.
I'm going to investigate the door.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
Jesus Christ. 11.
You see that it's definitely something. It's indented. It's covered by rubble and dust, but you can't really discern. You tap it a little bit, and nothing seems to happen. From what you can tell, it probably isn't some sort of physical mechanism. At least not in your vicinity. Smoochie, you're up there. What do you want to do?
Well, I had an idea. I was gonna chop him. And now I'm kind of confused. So where's this new Calcifer coming from?
He's floating from the ceiling, which is about 100 feet above you guys.
And
slowly.
does it look like he's coming back down to the altar?
He's descending for sure. slowly. But he hasn't said anything yet.
What are you doing here?
He floats down a little bit further. Guys, shouldn't it be obvious? Just give me back that little bit of shard of my life and I'll leave you guys alone, he says.
Laughed the boy.
No.
Nailed it. Pinwin, what are you doing? Still hiding?
Can I try to use perception just to look around either from where I came from or on the ground?
We'll do a rolling perception from what you previously did. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Anything that might be causing him to just keep.
So you're looking for
replenishing.
something out of the
Like
ordinary
a
that
clone
might.
box.
Yeah.
Actually, go ahead and roll again.
14?
For a very brief moment when he disappeared, you could have sworn, though you're not sure, that you saw the lights dim slightly in this room.
The stone lights that are
Yes. Gorbel, what are you doing?
I call to Calcifer.
Okay.
Why do you need that back so badly?
Well, like, it's like part of me, and like, I don't really like you guys having it. I mean, it's cool. I trust you guys. I think you'll keep it safe. But I also think that you're like gonna like try to destroy it, and that would like kill me. So you should probably give it back to me. Like, I would enjoy it if you gave it back.
I feel like it's safer with us.
You know, no, and I get that. No, I can understand completely why you might think that, but
It's not like-
it's a personal thing. No,
Do
it's
you
nothing
have-
against you guys.
Are there some care instructions that we need to know
No,
about?
it's probably best you just give it back.
What would-
just the original
What
owner?
would break it?
Just like stuff.
Why
Anyway,
would you put it where you put it in the first place?
well, I didn't put it there, so I haven't been able to touch it.
What do you know of the Archfey?
What Archfey? What are you talking about?
Where we found this?
Found what?
You know what?
I don't know what. What are you talking about, man? He's floating about 30 feet above the altar.
What's the piece that you're looking for?
The piece? I'm talking about the fucking stone that you guys just brought back with you. Obviously, I can tell you have it. It's
Okay.
got my life force in it.
Calcifer, look, I've dealt with a lot of stones. You're going to have to be more specific for me.
The one that you guys just returned from another realm with. Guys, I thought you guys were smarter than this. I feel like you're pretending to be dumber than you are. What's going on? Why are you guys pretending? I know you guys are smart. Willem, what are you doing?
Was I able to see where from in the ceiling he kind of originated from, or the kind of general location at least?
Perception at an advantage.
Thank God. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. 22.
22. Yeah, you also noticed that when he disappeared, the lights dimmed, and you noticed that it almost seemed as though, weirdly, it wasn't the lights themselves, almost as if your perception dimmed for a second, and all of a sudden, a new Calcifer formed up near the top, like in an instant, and then floating down. But you didn't see where he came from. It was just as if he was suddenly there.
Sure, but was I able to see where he... So not necessarily where he came from, but where he appeared, essentially.
Yes,
Okay.
you were very near the wall.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do a little sneaky with my slippies.
Okay.
I'm going to run up the wall to onto the ceiling to where I thought he originated from.
Okay, give me a sneaky sneaks.
Nice.
Damn, dude.
37.
Okay, so very sneakily you start...
And I'm invisible.
Yeah. Oh, shit, yeah. You start ascending the wall. So
Bye.
Yeah, so we'll allow that to be like you're moving quicker because you're very certain that you're moving without being seen.
It's like in Skyrim when you get enough in sneak, you can run while you're sneaking.
Yeah, you're scaling the wall really fast right now.
Sick.
So yeah, and you get up to where you perceived that he was originating.
Okay, and we all saw there's, this light seemingly generating or originating from the top. Am I able to see the source of this light, or maybe
Yes.
where he would have come from?
So you can see, now that you're close, you can see that there is this stone that is wedged in the wall. It's a mage stone. And not anything out of the ordinary there. However, you do notice that there's a section around the mage stone sconce that looks as though it's been frayed away. The stone is worn, as if it's very delicate and fragile. And we'll come back to you in just a second.
Okay.
Punch it.
Smoozog. Smoozog.
I would like to try to tell if Calcifer is an illusion of some kind.
Give me a perception check, because you're probably not very magically inclined.
You made us all do perception checks.
Most illusions have you roll on intelligence to see if it's an illusion. Like, I'm assuming
Okay.
it's not, then
Wouldn't you be worse at that?
yeah. But
I'm going to say just give me
I'm
a
guessing
perception
it's not
check.
illusion because he's not having me roll intelligence. That's 11.
You can't tell if it's an illusion or not, but you kind of see exactly what I kind of indicated with everybody else. Though, weirdly, they're just still floating there as he's descending towards you.
I'm going to try and reach out to Lothiania in my head.
Lothiania?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a religion check.
Oh, yeah, I have it on my... Yeah. I don't know what dice to use, because...
Is Lothiania, like, inside you now?
Yeah, baby.
Inside of you. Inside of you.
17.
17. Okay. What are you trying to say to Lothiania?
I'm trying to reach out, like, to see if I can summon it in any way.
You feel the vague presence, but you don't think that you don't really get the sense that there's much to reach to in this situation.
Nightmare Diamond.
You do notice that since you've entered this room, though, very mildly, you've started to become more and more aware of kind of a kinship, if we'll call it that. You feel this weird familiarity with Calcifer.
Can I reach out to Lewin?
Give me another religion check.
14.
You don't feel like you have a connection to Lewin at the moment. Willem. Pinwin. You still just hanging out, hiding?
No. I'm going to try to cast... I guess I don't need to try to cast, but I'm going to cast Mage Hand.
Okay.
I'm going to try to grab the... Oh, wait, you said... What part of it was breakable?
Well, you didn't see that.
You don't know about it. You just
Only
know
Willem
that
saw that.
You know that it's
You just
up
know
there.
Yeah, you know it's there, but you didn't see what Willem saw.
Okay, well, I'm going to cast Mage Hand and try to grab the stone that's lighting up 30 feet.
So you would not be able to reach it.
Where am I in
You can
reference
cast
to
it
the
and then
stone?
start moving it towards it, though.
Yes.
Okay. Then I will do that.
So you cast Mage Hand, and this golden Mage Hand appears in front of you.
How far am I from it, though?
80 feet.
Felt like you didn't really answer my question that much, but
You can keep trying to talk to him if that's all you want to do.
it is.
Okay, go ahead.
Calcifer, where are you really?
I'm right here, hang out with you guys. What do you mean? I'm like, here in this place.
You just turned into dust.
Nah, it's like a thing that I do. It doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to avoid a unnecessary scenario where I have to kill you guys, because I kind of like you guys. I think you got a lot of moxie. Makes me happy to see you guys doing your thing, but I do need the stone.
What about our friends up there?
I mean, this is collateral. So if you want them to live, then obviously you have to give me the stone. Because otherwise I'll just smash them into bits.
What did the stone look like?
It's like a glowing, egg shape.
Color?
Greenish, bluish, vibrant, electric.
Like one that can fit in your hand?
Yes. Roughly. So, like, that's it. If you give me the stone, this can all be over with. I got my own shit to deal with, guys, and, like, as much as I like you, it's like, the clock is, if that was a thing, that would be ticking right now.
The thing is, we kind of need the stone also, and...
You only need this, what do you need the stone for?
Stuff! What do you need it for?
That's my fucking, soul piece, man.
Okay, what are you gonna do with it, then?
Keep it from being destroyed. I don't know why you guys are, like, all up my ass about this thing. I just need, like, it back.
I mean, you're the one who seems really high-strung about it.
I just want it back. Say if I took, like, your chicken and, like, wouldn't give it back, wouldn't you be like, I want my chicken back?
Yeah, speaking of that...
This is my chicken.
I want my chicken back.
Your chicken... And his head snaps back. Your chicken is in Deepminster.
That was creepy.
I know.
Well, you want your chicken back? Go to Deepminster. I have nothing to do with this.
Well, you want your fucking stone back? Go to hell.
That's mean, Gorbel. I thought we were cool.
What happened to your soul? Why is it in pieces?
It's a protective measure. I got to make sure that nobody can kill me before what I need to do is done.
Well, that worked out really well for you.
If people can just get your stone from you, then that's kind of a bad idea.
Well, I'm trying to get it back. I'm kind of a Butterfingers, guys. You may not know this about me, but I'm a loose cannon. I'm a wild card. Sometimes shit happens and falls to the wayside, and that's what happens. Like, I lose things.
Calcifer, that's your
You guys
soul.
act like you've never lost anything before.
Where did you get the name Calcifer?
It's just kind of like something I adopted. It's... I don't really call myself that all the time. People start calling me that. It's a nickname or whatever. It
From
just
whom?
happens. From, like, people.
Who were... Lars.
Well, why don't you give me the stone and I'll tell you everything you need to know.
We don't have it anymore.
That's not true. I can feel it in here. Somebody's got it. In fact, where's Willem at? We're going to switch to you, Willem. You are... examining this mage stone,
Which I think for once Pinwin and I were actually on the same page.
I wish we had the
Yeah.
talkie in our heads going on, because that'd be super convenient.
it's kind of cool you don't though.
You were casting it and I was like, God damn it.
But but Pinwin also has no idea that you're up there,
Right.
which is great.
Yeah. So I'm gonna cast Mage Hand
Okay.
and try to pull the or wait, I'm actually Yeah, I'm gonna cast Mage Hand.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to use it to pull the stone out
Okay.
of the sconce.
So Willem casts Mage Hand. What color is your Mage Hand?
It's kind of like a really deep emerald green.
Okay. Deep emerald green. I like it. Willem! You cast a deep emerald green Mage Hand. And now what do you do with it?
I'm going to position it to either try and pluck or scoop the stone out of the sconce.
Okay. You position it and you fondle it out and you pluck the stone very easily from the sconce. And you notice that the light continues. However, you can see now that the area around the sconce is broken. And you can see that there is a hole behind it. And there is light coming from behind the hole.
Okay. So, I take a look into the hole.
Give me perception.
All right.
Oh man, I hope it's not a glory hole. Your poor eye.
That's an 11.
Glory. What's that screaming?
I've got Hep B. That was an 11.
It's really dim and dark in the immediate surroundings of the hole, so you can just see like a light down a ways. It looks like there might be a room on the other side.
I'm on the ceiling, right?
Yeah, pretty close too. It's in the wall, but very close to the
Fucking
ceiling.
Cube.
So it's on the side of the wall, but near the top.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay.
Now just turn into mist and go right through there.
Oh shit! Yeah, I have fucking Wonder Twin powers
man.
activate.
Hey. Metagaming.
That's an actual thing you have?
Yeah.
Oh. I was
Yeah.
just joking.
No, it's
I don't know his shit. Fuck you. Fuck.
It's 4th level Jizmus.
I'm a jizzard. A jizz wizard.
edit all of this out. Just throw the whole podcast in the trash, please, God. All right, so do you actually have a spell that you can move through?
No.
Man, you
confidently saying.
Ooh,
All right.
Turns out he's a liar.
and a bad person.
Just talk to each other.
And he talks about jizz a bunch.
So much jizz.
Okay. Easy.
It's not what this podcast is about.
Okay.
Jizgat.
Did anyone else see the door on the floor?
Just Tomar. Back to Tomar. He's now descended. He's floating about 5 feet above this altar. And he's just said, "Where's Willem?"
I don't know. That's why he was the one who had it, but he's not here anymore.
Well, like, I can feel that it's in this room because it's literally a part of me. So I know he's in there somewhere, probably being invisible.
Well, if
Willem,
you knew,
you are sneaky.
if you knew,
Come out.
if you can feel it in this room, couldn't you feel exactly where it is?
It doesn't work like that, man.
So what's your range on it? Maybe he's in the cave somewhere.
Nah, man, he's here. He's in this room. I
How do
can
you
tell. I don't know how it works. It just works like that.
Well, I don't know how to help you.
Well, give me the stone. I know Willem's in here. I just can't see him.
Well, do you think we can see him?
I don't know. Willem.
Yeah.
Gorbel, that was
I'm
you.
just kidding. It was me.
Gorbel, that was you. The whole time. I knew.
Just let them go,
Little joke.
and then we will give you the stone.
It is so hard not to talk.
Give him persuasion.
10.
Nah, man. Well, then where's my leverage?
I think we need to cut the bullshit here. We
That just tumbled out of you. Okay.
we're really just talking for no reason right now.
Tell me about it, man. Like,
You know, we're not going to give you the stone.
well, I was
We know
hoping you'd have a
what
change
you're
of heart.
Planning.
What am I planning? Tell me, oh great and powerful Smoozog.
If you want it, you'll have to take it.
Man, I like you guys. I really do. That's why I didn't want to do this. But, I mean, if I have to, I have to, right? Is that what you want? It's last chance. Give me the stone.
No. Like I already said.
Anybody else want to chime in? Give me the stone, maybe? Gorbel?
Lars, I don't have it.
He kind of looks around like he's looking for Willem. I mean, all right.
I don't know why you think hurting us is going to get the stone to you. None of us in here have the stone.
Smoochie, roll a d6.
Why do you care anyway? Why not just kill everyone in the room and then take the stone?
Because I like you guys.
1.
Why do you like us?
1. You guys watch as Calcifer raises his hand and he drops it, and all of a sudden Maury's body twists up, blood splatters out, and her body drops to the ground in a pile. Guys, like, I don't want to do this. Like I said, I think you guys are cool, but if you don't let me have it, I'm just gonna kill everybody.
Does he actually think we're cool?
What?
Does he actually think we're cool?
Roll insight.
Roll insight.
Instead of that?
29.
He seems to have a particular fondness for you guys, considering he's never actually, like, really tried hard to kill you before.
Can I see the door on the
31.
floor?
Yeah, he seems like he likes you guys.
Can I see the door on the floor yet?
Perception? You're on the... No, you're way too low. You're on the ground. You're not on the altar. It's at the top of the altar.
It's at the top of the altar?
Yeah, it's on the base of... Or, like, the top part of the altar.
It's on the plateau.
The plateau.
Altar.
Was he
You were at
in
the basin.
tulip plane with us as a kid?
Yeah, you have very faint memories of the tulip plane and him being there as a child with you guys. But they're... Like I said before, the memories are still kind of foggy.
Okay.
But didn't they show us everything?
You remembered leaving there. I was kind of implying that when you left, you remembered being there, because the last time you left, you didn't remember being there. You have those vague memories.
So shouldn't we know a lot about him and remember a lot about him?
No, because you don't remember a lot still about your time there. You remember like clips of it, but at this moment, you don't.
Lars, do you like us because you've spent so much time with us?
I mean, I don't know. Like, you guys are like some of the strongest people here, and you guys are really my only opposing force in this. And so it's kind of like we got this kind of rivalry thing going on, but I've got a lot of things I got to do.
I don't understand why, though. We grew up in the same place.
Yeah?
Why don't you just tell us what you want to do? Maybe we would have helped you.
You guys want to help me?
We don't know what you want.
Why weren't we on the same team from the get-go?
Roll persuasion, both of you two.
Oh, God damn it.
Did I see the light from the sconce when Willem took it?
Yes, you can see
So
that
can
it's
I
like
look around to
floating
see
in a
if-
mage hand.
So can I look around to see if there's anywhere to the room? Like,
to the room?
to the room that the light is coming from. Like, can I just try to...
Well, that's pretty high
sneak a
up.
little bit and
it would
look
be a
for a
high
door?
It would be a high DC. But yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation if you're going to be spooping around.
Okay. Okay.
Can I just help her and give her advantage?
Sure.
Do I have advantage?
Yes.
Nice. 21.
21. Okay, we'll get back to you.
Oh, that's better.
This is stressful.
28.
28. Okay, he says. So like, here's the thing. I am like trying to revive like this, like my deity. I'm trying to bring him back.
Great adversary.
Sorta. I mean, that's not really it, but sort of. It's like, it's complicated, and I don't really fully understand it myself. But here's the thing: like, this Valtel originally belonged to the hobgoblins, and it was taken away from us. And I just want to reinstate the hobgoblins because we've been cloistered away for so long, and we've been basically treated like we're vermin since as long as anyone can remember. Like, once Valtel came here and conquered, he wiped out so many of the hobgoblins and so many of the original clans that were here that, you know, you've noticed it. You guys you think of hobgoblins as bad guys. Everybody thinks I'm a half-orc.
We think hobgoblins are bad guys because every time we encounter them, they're hurting people and sieging cities.
That's just a
They
section.
may have been from here, but that's not the way you take back your home.
What? So for instance, if your home was taken,
My home was taken.
exactly, our home was taken, and you would go after the people that, and you have gone after the people that took your home from you, right?
No, I'm going back to bring the home back.
Yeah, but you also went after the people that did it, the Rothians, and everybody else that was
That's
going
not the
on.
home I'm talking about, man. I'm talking about the home of the dwarves.
What about the rest of you guys? Like,
I'm talking about this.
all I'm saying
Our
is,
people are scattered. We don't have a home either.
This isn't about vengeance for us.
well, it's not about vengeance. It's about finding
So you make a deal
clarity.
with an all-powerful being of darkness to do
It's
this?
not a being of darkness.
It absolutely is.
Like, how are you rationalizing this and not considering yourself a baddie?
What do you think is going to happen? Do you think you're going to take over the world and the hobgoblins are going to reign? That's not what's going to happen. The great adversary is going to destroy everything.
He's not going to destroy everything. That's
The great adversary wanted to come to the material plane and rule it himself. You're a means to an end. You are not going to come out the victor here.
when the great adversary, or whatever you want to call him, comes back, he's going to put me as a disciple, and then the hobgoblins will reign supreme. I don't see an issue with that.
That's not how it's going to work out.
Well, that's fine. You guys don't understand. I thought this is exactly why I'm doing this thing on my own, because nobody wants to help me, and so I have to do it on my own. So That's why I need the stone back.
Smoochie walks towards Maury.
Did I see the door?
You find in this featureless room through that investigation that there is a stone in the wall that is slightly a different color than the other stones. That's the only thing you've really noticed.
It was by the other stones?
One of the stones in the stone wall.
How many are there?
It's a wall of stones. The entire room.
I see.
Interlocking stones.
So you said another light
One of them is a slightly different color than the others. But that's all you've really noticed. Pinwin, give me an intelligence roll.
Please be intelligent. Nope. Probably not.
What'd you
Let's
get?
see though.
Add your intelligence modifier. Or really give me add your sneaky sneaks.
13?
13. There's something odd about this stone. You can't quite place it. It just seems different than the other stones.
Could I cast message?
On the stone?
No, to Willem.
You can't see Willem.
Anyway, Smoochie.
Wait, what?
Can I cast message to Gorbel?
What's your range on message? I think it's like 100-some feet.
Yeah,
isn't it?
150.
Okay. Yeah, you'd be within the range.
So I'm going to point at her. Gorbel, there's a stone in the wall. And I'll try to describe whatever direction it is, because I don't exactly know since I can't see it.
Can I see him?
Yeah, you can see where he's at. He's like 30, 40 feet away from you.
Gorbel, there's a stone in the wall to the right. I don't know where it is.
We don't need complete sentences, and you don't need to say my name.
I mean, that's what Pinwin's doing. Well, that's what Pinwin's doing.
Okay.
Gorbel, there's a stone in the wall to the right. I don't know what it is. What else did I say before?
It's a different color. Say that part. The important part.
I was at, 15? It's a different color. 19?
All right, Gorbel, you hear that.
I turn and
You see this stone.
blankly
And you can
stare
kind
at
of see Pinwin, but it's kind of hard because it's really dim.
I like how you reach out to the person who doesn't even read to solve this puzzle here.
I can't get to the sneaky one in Gorbel. I like her. Look.
I look at,
And she's been super badass and stuff.
and you guys don't know if I can read or not.
Yeah.
It's not fucking canon.
Just couldn't earlier.
All right, so what do you think about his message then?
I stare blankly, and then
Give me a perception check,
It wasn't done.
just so we have it.
16.
Okay, you can see the stone that he's talking about, and you can see that it's a different color. These bricks are like foot long, foot by foot, pretty big. But yeah, it does look odd. And now that you see it, it does stand out.
I kind of shrug, and then
I
do
shrug
like
back.
I do
shrink
like
back in
a
the
shoving pantomime motion.
Give me insight, Pinwin.
You can still respond.
Yeah, you have
Oops.
25 words to
Oh, I
respond.
thought you said that I couldn't.
Oh, I thought you couldn't. Sorry.
You can.
Okay.
Yes.
So you can respond with 25 words.
Oh.
I guess. Sorry.
The fuck? Push it?
Real good?
Different how?
I can't respond to it though
No.
until casting another. But I can cast another cantrip, right? Because he said I can do 2.
I'll let you do one more.
Ah! Yay!
Pinwin, what do you want to do after seeing this stone?
I'm gonna push it.
Pinwin pushes the stone.
Calcifer explodes.
Well, I mean, that when he drank that bottle, he did just
Yeah.
back in the day. So you push the stone.
Yes.
Willem, give me a dex save.
Jesus, fuck me in the fucking...
Okay, so what did you roll for your dex save?
This is gonna sound like a lie, but 24.
that's fine.
Liar.
All right, so Willem, you feel the wall near you starting to shift, and you move over.
I was doing a weird laugh. That's what the sound was.
Willem, you see the wall starting to shift, and you hop out of the way with your spider climb things, and and a little hole about 3 feet in circumference. Like,
too big.
you've seen Harry Potter? You know when the wall starts shifting to get to the Diagon Alley? It's kind of like that. The bricks start moving a little bit, and a hole forms, and you hop to the side. The hole opens, and you step to the side. Smoozog.
Well, I'm staring at Maury's body in shock.
You see that it is a crumpled, destroyed mass, hardly recognizable as a formerly living being.
How far away is she?
Are you all right?
Probably 30 feet from where you're at the top, so 40 feet down.
I'm gonna move 40 feet towards her.
You'd have to go back down the stairs, or you could jump down if you wanted.
Fine.
Okay. So you start.
I have 40-foot movement. So.
Okay, so you get to the base and you're standing next to Gorbel, and they're still talking. This is taking place while they're talking. So, and then you move up to Maury.
I try to lift her head.
Okay, it's not much of a head. And you notice that when you pick it up, it feels squishy and it's covered in blood. Oh no! It is a mangled mess. To ribbons.
So, blood, it's not like a twisted body.
It's a twisted, bloody, broken,
It's like she...
eviscerated body. It's as if somebody just got chewed up and spit out.
Like those videos where they get sucked into the machines.
But Maury, you were so fun.
What videos?
You haven't seen the videos?
Oh, Faces of Death.
Yeah, you should watch that.
Watch people die.
I can't do that.
I would never.
Oh, the internet.
Have you heard of it?
Can I...
That's why I don't get on the internet.
I mean, can I tell where her face is?
Kind of, yes.
Her mouth.
Yeah.
Did you say kiss it?
This is Pet Cemetery.
I'm gonna lean her head back.
I don't
and
think I've seen
open
Pet
her
Cemetery.
mouth.
Okay. Say it again, sorry.
What?
I'm gonna lean her head back and open her mouth, and pull out my potion of greater healing.
Okay.
Try to pour it in her mouth.
Okay. The potion just kind of like fills the cavity of her mouth and just kind of pools up and out.
I mean, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna try to coax it into her throat.
Okay. It kind of goes in there and you don't see any effect. It seems as though Maury is very much dead.
All right. I just hold her there, I guess.
Okay. Gorbel and Tomar, you're talking to Calcifer.
Did the platform door do anything when Pinwin pushed that stone?
It opened up near Willem. You guys hear
The one by me.
Oh no, it did
Okay.
not.
Calcifer, Lars, whatever you want to go by. Please stop.
I told you, like, I have a very specific agenda and goal, and it's not my favorite thing, but if you guys,
Where is he now?
he's floating about 5 feet above the altar.
I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on him.
Okay.
Wisdom save.
Kapooya.
13.
60s and 20s for some reason.
19 necrotic
Okay.
damage.
19 necrotic damage. Okay. When you do that, everyone else roll initiative.
And
then
That one's
Someone hand
so
this to
bad.
Billy, and then these. Tomar, what was yours?
18.
All right. Smoochie.
14.
Okay. Gorbel, what was yours?
14.
Okay. Who has higher initiative?
I have +3.
I have +7.
Okay. Willem, what was yours?
24.
Okay. And Pinwin, what was yours?
19.
Oh, nice. Wow, you guys are Right up there. Nice. All right. All right. What amount of damage did you do to Calcifer?
19 necrotic.
19 necrotic damage. So you guys watch Calcifer. And he disperses. Willem, it's your turn. This hole is opened up.
I'm going to investigate.
Okay. You can climb in if you would like. It's large enough for you to fit.
Well, how much space is there between this room and the next?
From just a casual observation, it looks like it's like maybe 8 feet.
Oh, shit. Okay. Because I was going to say, I don't necessarily want to climb in, but I kind of want to do a peeky peek. Mm-hmm. But if I must. Okay. Willem doesn't like confined spaces, so can I do a dart through?
Yeah, it would be like a kind of like a charge or a jump through. Give me acrobatics.
All for Spider-Man.
He literally is Spider-Man right now.
Yeah. You said acrobatics? That's tight.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking 36.
Okay, so Willem, you're like, ugh, this doesn't look right. So you like fly through the 8 feet very quickly and land on the other side of this hole, and you are in a room that is 20 by 20. It's got a weird shape to it, almost domey, and there seems to be a rock slab inside, and on that rock slab is a mangled looking body that you recognize looks very similar to the young Lars, who you haven't seen, but as if he is around your age now. He seems to be lying reposed, his eyes rolled back into his head, moving slightly, very, very slightly, as if concentrating on something.
Push the fucking stone.
Pee on him.
So I lean his head back and I open his mouth. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw the Blade of Kiriki Anj.
Okay. You draw the blade. And
I'm
you're like 15 feet away from him, so you still have some movement that you could use.
Okay. I do recognize this as an opponent, a foe, right?
Give me insight.
Did we tell Willem what happened with Pinwin and Lars's other?
No, I don't believe so.
Shit.
That's a 6.
That's a 6?
But he sits on the blah blah blah. He mentioned that stuff and that he was Lars, right?
Yes.
He who lounges in the hammock of frolic.
And I've been calling him Lars and Calcifer.
Yeah, you would have heard all of that. So
Sure.
you understand that aspect of it for sure.
Okay.
But you didn't hear what happened before. So your insight is the situation has kind of thrown you off your game, your normal pretty insightful game. So what you see what appears to be Lars in a hidden room of some kind, concentrating on something, his eyes rolled back in his head. But that's the best you can tell in this moment. Just pretty basic. You're going to have to go on your gut on this.
I want to behead him.
You're going to behead him? All right, give me an attack roll with advantage.
Oh, shit. Okay, so that's 30.
30 hits.
Okay.
His neck.
Yeah. It's a much higher DC to just behead somebody, but...
And you can sneak attack with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's going to have a bad time. All right, so that's 6 plus 7. That's a 13. And sneak attack, I have 7d6. So that's 7, 11, 12, 13, 16, 20.
20.
So altogether, 33.
High or low?
Low.
That's a 3.
Wow.
Willem, you, in a quick arc, sever Lars's neck from his body. And right as you do, you watch his eyes suddenly slide forward and look at you.
Oh, fuck.
And then fade away. And suddenly, you guys outside of the room watch as everyone starts to fall. Everyone floating. They start falling.
Can
I'm
I
going to
fly
try to
up?
run under shadow.
I was going to say, can I fly up and try and catch as many people as I can?
Pinwin, you're next in the initiative, so what do? You see everyone starting to fall.
I'm going to try to run under shadow to try to catch him, or at least break his fall.
Okay. Give me athletics.
Okay. All right. It's not the worst. Okay. 17.
You catch Shadow. He drops into your arms. He's super heavy, and you fall to the ground, but you're not hurt, and he's not hurt.
Oh my god, why? That was so hard.
How far did they fall?
They fell 80 feet.
How would that not hurt him?
Good roll. Perfect balance.
I did real good.
Tomar, what are you doing?
Like those people that fall out of a 3-story building and are okay. Or those people that
Big
their
wolf
their
that's
parachute.
bigger than you, and
their
you don't
parachute
take
doesn't
damage
work.
from 80-foot drop.
If you want, maybe you could have Shadow do a roll for like.
Well, he's awake.
landing?
He's awake now, so that's that was weird. He's awake now, so anybody you guys are like, you guys see them fall, they all are suddenly snapped back into reality.
I'm going to fly up and try and catch Hirstag.
Okay. Give me athletics.
I'm fine. Try to catch somebody else.
Wrong
It's
die.
in a split second scenario.
18.
18. You fly up and you grab Hirstag.
Do you grab him bride style?
Yeah, obviously.
Obs.
Gorbel. You see these
Hirstag's
people
like,
falling.
Oh shucks.
Were they aware while they were in stasis of what was happening?
No, they weren't. I was gonna say you'd find out, but Pinwin didn't really know what was going on. It's a fog. I think I described it as.
What's going on?
I'm going to cast polymorph and turn into a giant eagle.
Okay.
I wish I could turn into like a giant pillow.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Shape
Trampoline.
of.
But anyway, I turn into a giant eagle and swoop to find
Who are you gonna grab?
the nearest one.
You're gonna grab Vocha? Okay, give me athletics.
But are they close enough to where, like, with my wingspan, I could catch a few of them just falling?
That would be a very high DC. I'll let you attempt to, because Herc is right next to Vocha. But those would be the two that you would be able to do it. So give me an athletics and tell me what you roll.
Oh. 2 of inspiration.
It's too late for that, I think.
I mean,
Too late, baby.
I mean, it's advantage on any roll you want.
yeah, whenever. So if you want to use your inspiration, you could.
Or are you talking bardic inspiration?
I'm just
I
talking
was
about.
talking inspiration.
Yeah, you can use it whenever you want.
Yep. Are you gonna use it?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay, that was better.
Okay. 20 for an athletics check.
Gorbel, you and you grab Vocha and just barely are able to grab Herc. All right.
All right.
Lance, his wings come out
I wish I had a spell.
and
I don't have
he
anything.
starts gliding towards the ground.
So if he has, would he have noticed them falling? Like, can he hear?
Give me perception.
Because he is kind of focused on Maury right now.
Why did you ask that, man?
No, I was going to make you do that anyway.
I'm trying to. 12.
You at the last second would notice something like this. You're focused on Maury and you can see everybody acting, and you look up and you can see that Lance and Zyko are falling.
Can I tell how, like, if they're close enough that I could try to catch Zyko?
With that perception check, it would be close, but you could probably catch
All right,
Zyko.
I'm just gonna dart and try to catch Zyko.
Give me an athletics check. And you have advantage on athletics checks, so...
Lance has.
Oh, and I
wings.
rage.
I do.
Just 'cause.
28. 28? Okay, so Smoochie, you rage and you race across and you catch Zyko before he hits the ground.
And I was planning to rage, like, as part of my anger for noticing that Maury was dead.
Yeah, so you're fucking a swirling tornado of fury right now. And you catch Zyko. Lance, wings come out, and he soars slowly to the ground. And so, Willem, you're still in the room. You have just decapitated this guy. We'll get back to you in a second.
Is Calcifer still in the room?
Calcifer has disappeared. At that exact moment, Calcifer dispersed, and the room goes quiet, other than the labored breath of everyone in
So
there.
as soon as we entered combat, it was over. Nice.
Killing blow, motherfuckers.
That's the way I like to do things.
So you have Vocha and Herc in your grasp, Gorbel. And Vocha says, Gorbel, could you set us down, please? And you set them down on the ground, and Lance flutters to the ground, and the three of them kind of congregate around Maury.
I slowly carry Hirstag over to Maury. Can you do something?
Kind of up in his arms like a baby. It's like, why is he carrying me?
Can you fix this? Can you do anything?
Can you put me down?
Yeah, sure.
The Chaos Company have gone, and they're all kneeling, and they seem very, very sad.
So I'm going to take a look at Maury.
Okay.
Looks pretty bad.
Yes, it looks very bad.
Can I tell if she's dead?
I would make you
dead.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious that Maury is dead.
Hard cut to just pile of like flesh and bone and just like flies already for some reason.
Her head was mushy.
Are there
Not
any parts of her that are,
Not mushy?
how do I say this?
Intact?
Not connected to the other parts.
Yes. Her arm is not connected to the rest of her body.
This song moves me. I'm going to pick up her arm
Okay.
and we can take this with us, but I feel like we need to get out of here.
Vocha looks at you, Hirstag. You can see he's got tears in his eyes, and they're like kind of like they're there, but it's not like he's bawling. It's just he's like trying to keep it together. And you can see that even Lance has tears in his eyes, and Herc looks very, very sad, though he doesn't have any tears. But he looks, of the three of them, like the most distraught. And Vocha kind of nods. Can you bring her back, Hirstag?
I can if she's important to you. I'll make sure she's okay.
I'd really appreciate that, but I think we just need a moment here.
It's going to be weird for a while because we have to carry her arm back to Wolf's Rest.
So sorry.
And you watch as Lance starts taking things from her body, like some of her like items in her backpack and like a bunch of her like belongings, and he slings it over his shoulder, but he doesn't say anything. And Herc just is kind of like kneeling in front of Maury's body, just still silent.
I'm so sorry I didn't respond to your advances.
What are you talking about, Pinwin?
Maury.
I wasn't there.
It's fine.
Maury's
gonna come back. It's fine, right? You gonna bring it back?
Yeah, don't worry about it. I wouldn't soak in this whole image of her here. Like, it'll be fine. We just need to get her back to Wolf's Rest.
Vocha nods and he turns on his heel. All right, Chaos Company, we've got one of our own has fallen. We're gonna bring her back. It'll be another adventure. Lance, Herc, come on. And Lance nods and silently comes with, and Herc slowly stands up. He keeps staring at the body, and then he turns and he nods. Willem, you are in this room with a decapitated dead body.
Decapitato.
Gonna go ahead and grab the head by the hair and head on back to the gang.
Head on back.
All right, so you climb back through very quickly through that hole.
Maybe give it a ginger stomping. Just a couple.
And you start descending along the wall, walking. But you're still invisible.
No, because he made an attack.
Oh, yeah, shit. Sorry. You are not invisible. Thank you.
Exactly. Yeah,
So now
like as soon as he said you're still invisible, I was just like, no. Looking at Elijah like, and here it comes.
So you guys see Willem descending, walking along the wall, which I don't know if any of you other than Pinwin have seen yet. So you can just watch him like fucking Spider-Manning down, carrying a severed head.
Yeah, Willie!
Where have you been?
Dude, what are you holding?
I just hold it up by the hair.
Yeah.
You guys
Is that
see?
fucking Lars?
It's Lars.
Now he's been killed twice.
I don't understand.
I just kind of toss it on the floor in the middle of the group.
He was here the whole time?
No, there's no way that's Willem. Pinwin already
Did
killed.
you go in the hole?
I did.
Ah! High five. Yeah.
I unenthusiastically accept the high five.
And I extremely enthusiastic.
Pinwin already killed Lars.
Guess he's double dead, right?
No, that means he's probably going to come back. We have to destroy that stone.
I know, but can't we just enjoy it?
Yes.
Nice.
I mean, this part's over with, but we have to destroy the stone. I feel like as long as
We
that
do.
piece of his soul is still around, he's
true.
going to be able to come back.
But we have to take it with us. There was no way we could have given it back. We have to go to the Belderock. That's where
Should we
Father told us to go.
Wait,
burn
Father?
the remains?
Who's father?
What are you talking about? That's kind of... Wait, you have a dad? You've talked about...
I always had a dad.
I mean, yeah, but you haven't talked a whole lot about
We can fill you in later, but
Where's Lewin?
she's not coming with us.
Is she okay?
She's
fine.
happy.
She's happy and
She's
fine,
in a
but
better
she's not
place.
here. Okay, that sounds like she's dead, though.
She's not.
What happened?
I motion, I point with my thumb behind me. So the rest of his body's in this chamber in the other room. I say we gather it up, burn the remains just to make sure.
Absolutely.
So is she a baddie now?
No.
I
she's
head back
fine.
in.
She's not a
good.
baddie.
I fly
She's
up.
Fine. Good.
We'll race there.
So you guys...
You totally win.
You guys enter that hole and you take together... Shove that body through the hole.
Can I take a moment to check and see if there's anything else in here of interest?
Exactly. Same.
So the only thing you find on him, he has these like tattered clothes.
Well, not necessarily on him, but just in this room
Oh, okay.
in general.
Gotcha. The room doesn't seem to hold a lot. There is weirdly a bunch of rotten food in there. Lots of it.
Interesting.
Gathered near the altar where you found him. It's all rotted away as if it hasn't been touched in at least weeks.
Like an offering?
Possibly.
I don't know.
Give me a religion check.
I don't
He was
know.
Just like hanging out in there.
Willem doesn't know, but
Why would
Billy
it be there like
has
that?
a feeling. Billy. Oh,
A what check?
A religion check.
religion.
24.
14.
So Willem, you just think it's like weird that there's food in there. But Tomar, yeah, it looks very much like an offering.
I think there's more than just Calcifer involved with this.
What do you make of all of this rubbish?
Well, there were these creatures before called mommies. I don't know if you know about those, but people used to worship these great rulers and stuff, and they'd leave them in tombs, but they'd also leave behind like belongings or gifts or sacrifices that they can take into their next life.
just so you know. The canon term instead of mummies in this campaign is mommies. So just FYI.
Oh, okay. I was like, for a second, I was like, oh, he said mummy? I swear to fuck, he said mommies. Okay.
Weird as hell that I'm pretty sure he said mommy.
You would know this if you listened to the podcast, Billy.
That's true.
We all knew exactly what he was talking about.
But he
Yeah.
also wasn't there to encounter him, so.
So he might be in cahoots with multiple people. We already know that that other bitch that grew up in Moonreach is in cahoots with him, but she's in Deepminster.
Wait, which bitch?
What's her name?
Myra Greencross.
Myra. You know, the one that Beldan had the hots for?
Yeah.
She's involved. But let's get rid of this. Swing by Moonreach, see what's going on with the army there, go to the Belderock.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Now, you said you killed him before.
Well, wait, we're not. Oh, sorry.
So I'm going to pick up his body and I'm going to just huck it out the hole.
Okay. I think you guys are all clear of it. You guys see just this body fall 80 feet, launched
And
out of a hole.
before it has fallen, I started flying out of the hole.
So there's a body probably connected to that head. Well, connected in spirit. Not actually connected. It's disconnected.
So you
Words.
Disconnect head.
Connected.
I'm doing a really bad job of
In
telling you what's
cahoots.
happening.
so you killed this guy before?
Yeah.
Pinwin shot him.
Oh, I guess you weren't there. Yeah, I shot him, and then he was killed. But apparently he wasn't killed because there was a second version of him that just got killed again. So
Like,
this
that's what I'm
one-
wondering. Maybe you didn't.
does that mean he has to die a lot of times?
Did you, like, double tap him? Did you make sure that he was
Oh,
dead
he
the
was
first
so
time?
dead.
This one looks different, though. It looks more like Lars when he was younger. Like the other Lars we saw was like an adult Lars.
So maybe there's a Grandpa Lars?
So I grabbed the
Got each
head.
of the stages?
I grabbed the head by the hair and
I'm dragging the body by the foot.
I was gonna say I got an arm that I'm
Not
dragging it.
caring if it's bouncing against rocks or anything.
And I just kind of point up like, do we take it up to the altar and burn it?
Let's not, just in case that
seems kind of
summons
summony.
something.
Yeah, it seems kind of summony. Okay, all right.
Don't kill things on altars when.
Well, I
you
mean,
don't have
like
to.
it
Do
might
you have a
be.
disintegrate?
I'm just gonna cast.
Do you
create
think I should
bonfire.
be?
We maybe want to
Using that
save.
up
Yeah,
now?
we maybe want to save
I'm-
that disintegrate.
I'm just gonna bonfire.
Pretty sure he's
Okay,
dead.
yeah, bonfire.
Yeah.
So you,
we'll do the
you
burn
gather it on the
thing.
floor there.
Yeah, and we plop him down, and I kind of just make sure that he's all tucked, you know,
Stoked.
Bend his limbs into a circular pattern.
and I put the head on the chest, and then cast create bonfire.
It goes up in flames.
All right, how do we get out of here?
I look back behind us.
How did you guys get in here?
Let me
That
just
way.
look through here.
We were
Can I
lost
try to
when we
use
got.
survival to track?
Well, I mean, you wouldn't even have to.
Oh.
There was a door that everyone entered.
Oh, that's the only way?
Seems to be.
What about the fucking monster?
To the door.
Oh,
What
yeah,
monster?
there's a big monster in here.
We
Yeah,
don't know about.
there-
Oh, yeah,
You
we don't
didn't
know.
Yeah,
know.
there was kind of a big monster thing. Lane sent him to another dimension thing, but then
Is there a shortcut we could create or find or?
can I roll survival to see if there's another way?
Go ahead.
Dude, my survival's like plus 15. So it's like
Oh, is that a 7?
I thought
Yeah.
it was a 1 too.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, but that's a natty 1, my
plus
friend.
plus 17, so 24.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you do a bit more survivaling. And you do see that there is a section
I will survive.
near the actual entrance. There is a what looks to be like almost like a fabricated wall, as if somebody covered it up very hastily. Easy to miss.
Can I try to uncover it?
You start pulling at it,
Okay.
and it comes off like very tacky and very easy. And soon you're pulling like chunks of rock out of the wall, and you guys watch as Pinwin is just start digging, almost like with great strength, tearing sections of the wall out. But it's actually pretty easy to do, surprisingly, until you have uncovered another doorway.
Hey, look, another door.
That's some good digging.
Thanks.
That was super fast
Thank you.
and really kind of lucky.
I know.
Open it.
Okay. I'll open the door.
You open the door?
Yeah.
And the monster's there.
It's me.
There is a staircase leading up.
Up is good. Let's go.
Let's go.
Fucking Rip Taylor. All right.
All right, so you guys climb up the staircase. It takes you a few minutes, and eventually you reach another door at the top. No hallways, no anything else, just a staircase to a door.
Oh, man. I have a feeling I know where this is going to go.
I'll slowly open the door to peek into there.
Yeah, it's fine.
So you open the door, and it opens up.
Into a hallway.
No, it actually opens up to the outside.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Oh my god, it's outside! And I'll open the door all the way.
Pick me darts.
The light of late afternoon hits you guys as Pinwin opens the door. And it smells, as
Fun.
the smell hits you, it smells much like those of you who are from Moonreach, familiar smells from your childhood.
What does it smell like to everyone else? Good or bad?
It smells good. It
Peaches.
smells
Crumpets.
peachy. Peachy grass. You can smell some lilac.
Not crumpet.
Oh, outside smells so sweet and beautiful.
And as you step out, you're on like the rise of a hill. And as you come up over the rise, you realize that you were at the top of this cave where you had entered both recently and as children. It's probably 60 feet from the normal elevation of ground, but you can see off in the distance that magical pyramid covering the village of Moonreach.
Do we know a secret way into town, perhaps?
Everyone roll history that is from Moonreach.
Whoa. Natural 20.
Nice.
Fuck.
4.
15 for history for me.
What's what you get?
15.
So, Gorbel, you are the only one. Many nights spent sneaking out of the village to go drink, much more than the
As
rest
a
of your
kid.
much more than the rest of your friends. Even though you guys do remember occasionally imbibing out at Smoochie's family home out in the woods, where his mom let you guys do whatever you wanted.
I'm a cool mom. You don't have to worry about me.
You remember an entrance that kind of goes beneath the village itself and comes out in the building next to Gorm's shop. Gorm being Tomar's dad. It was you learned when you were a kid that it was used to smuggle different things into the village back when it was much larger, and it's one of the few remnants of the old city that once was. But you used to use it to go out and like party and drink.
It's probably
At
easy to
11.
sneak out that way because it was by the shop.
Tomar, did you ever go through that tunnel that's by your dad's shop?
What tunnel?
Oh my god, we never invited you, did we?
Who? What do you mean?
So,
Is that where you always snuck off to?
Oh, God.
some friends told me about this tunnel. I don't know, I've never been in it. But
She had.
I hear they used to go and sneak out and go out into the woods and drink. But word has it that tunnel goes underground right next to your dad's shop.
So it's a secret
Well, it's a
tunnel?
good thing you happen to know about it somehow, even though you never went in, huh?
It is so lucky. I'm glad that I listened.
How do we
And
get
I'm
there?
glad that I abstained and, took care of myself and was responsible. Got my full 8 hours of Z's every night. so I could grow up big and strong and stay loyal to you.
I appreciate it. Maybe we should take that way into town.
That's what I was thinking. I have to remember. I know they said it led somewhere around. I think it's over there.
And she points to an exact spot where there's a
Bunch
kind of large
beer
rock.
bottles knocked over. All right.
Just a whole company. Gorbel!
We have to be careful when we go in because
To the tunnel?
no, when we get into town.
I was going to say it's totally safe. I think.
Last time I
We don't know who's in the town. So let's play it slow and steady.
Before we play it slow and steady, can we just agree to never split up again? Gosh, that just... I tried to get in the pond, and it didn't work. I couldn't get in there, and then there was the big monster guy, and I just missed you guys so much.
Well, if you couldn't have gone in, then we had no control over that.
Can we never split up again?
But yeah, Pinwin, let's never split up
Never
again.
split
Like
up again.
sticking our heads into random portals.
Oh, yeah.
Willem starts walking in the
I think
direction
it's
that
good advice for all
Gorbel
of
pointed
us.
and says, I think we should split up more often.
Good idea. Okay.
So you all kind of make your way towards the that was loud. You guys all start making your way towards the rock that Gorbel indicated, and the area around the rock is like there's like green lush grass, but right around in a circular fashion around this rock, it seems like worn away, and the grass seems less. It's more sparse, basically, as if something had been moving over it a lot.
Would you say it was like kind of half-orcish in shape? The thing that was moving over it a lot.
Oh no, it was basically you guys watch as Gorbel very
is there signs
deftly,
of a liar's presence here?
Gorbel very deftly touches the stone and slides it to the side, and it's
I like to think
Wow,
there's like
just like the rumor said.
I like to think that there's like a way complex locking mechanism that you had to like learn and be there to open it.
but no, the stone just slides to the side, and there is a hole in the ground.
All right, lead the way.
I mean, I guess I should.
Oh,
Looks pretty
knowledgeable.
dark down here.
Get it, girl.
Town historian.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
You were not that popular.
I was way popular then. That was
He
before,
wasn't.
I mean,
That was before all the work rag stuff, and
yeah, you were kind of like popular with us, but
I mean, we're the coolest people.
I would have liked you, Tomar.
Thank you, Pinwin.
I don't think he's lying.
What are you
I'm
talking
not.
about?
Nothing. Okay, let's
Just
go.
get in there.
So you guys all you climb into the hole. You find the very familiar pathway
Find,
down.
like my name.
Was here.
Damn it! I was gonna say something very similar. Like you see as you pass your name carved into the wall, but it's like a weird version of your name. It's like a G and a B and an L. And then like an X, and then an ampersand.
That's your signature. Still.
It's like drunken Andy from Toy Story wrote it. The O is somehow backwards.
It's just laying
That's
down.
a 0.
It's taking a nap. It fell asleep.
Russian O.
But yeah, you guys climb down into this dusty hallway, but it's not rock. It's like a.
How does it feel for Gorbel being in there?
So Gorbel, this seems very familiar. You know this place. It's very humid, full of good memories, hanging out with some of the village kids and drinking down here and getting into fights and, just general merriment. You know that this is like it was a reinforced like shaft, almost like a mine shaft in a sense. So along the walls there's like support beams and stuff like that to keep it from collapsing. It was at one time like other than when it was used to smuggle. It was definitely a shaft when the village began, where they found the first ore of moonstone. And there is still a very mild. Anyway, there's a faint glow in this shaft as well, and you guys all recognize this as the glow of moonstone.
I'm definitely gonna socket some out of the wall on the way.
Okay. So you take what you can. You take some moonstone.
Respect the history, man.
Do we see any other veins of any kind?
Nope. It just seems to be moonstone, and that exists is very, very sparse and very if it's there mostly just as kind of left behind, just so you know it was there.
I don't know if you know much about moonstone, but this is super rare.
Looks really nice.
Yeah, look at it.
We spend about 20 minutes looking at the stones like we did in that last game.
While you're walking, you guys geek out over the stone because I'm not letting you sit in here for 20 minutes. I don't think anybody would. And you guys continue, Gorbel leading the way.
If I see, I'm a dwarf. If I see a good chunk of it,
okay,
kind of close to the surface, I would like to stone shape it out of there.
Okay. I won't even have you roll. Most of this moonstone is in trace amounts. It's been picked over. This is like an ancient shaft of.
Making my way down shaft.
The veiny
Walking
shaft.
fast, walking fast. Oh my god!
Are you becoming less attracted to me?
This is why I'm mad.
Okay.
She's mad for Billy.
Okay.
No,
And
Seth,
I'm sorry. So you guys are moving.
said it's a shaft.
And Vady.
And it's
He
us.
said veiny. I just took it and put them together. Okay, so you guys are moving down this hallway. You two are examining the ore that you find, the moonstone, being very appreciative of it. Gorbel is leading the way. She's taking you down a few different turns, almost a labyrinthine amount of turns. She knows her way through this. There's no bones about it. She definitely knows what she's doing. But the whole time she's pretending that she's just figuring it out as she goes.
Did she only hang out with Smoochie's family going through here, or did she?
No, it was townsfolk, different kids from the town.
I was there.
Everyone but Tomar.
High or low, Willem?
For your
Hi.
For your
Willem was there. High or low, Smoozog?
Low.
Should have went high.
You weren't there. So, Willem, Lewin, I imagine, and Gorbel, and then some of the other kids from town would hang out here. The kids who like to drink. Lewin was just there to make sure Willem wasn't getting into trouble.
Which is weird because I was totally imagining us being not there at all, being just nerdy kids.
I feel like, I don't know, I feel like Willem would have definitely done. He's always been very adventurous.
Sure. It makes sense. I was setting myself up for the disappointment of being a boring kid, and then has a chance of
You're the
having.
cool kid.
Yeah, if anyone was boring, it was Tomar.
drinking warm milk and saying his prayers every day.
You're the
So
Ben
easy
of the
to
group.
sneak out.
Tomar was definitely the Ben Hanscom
Well,
of the group.
Gorm would have woken up at the sound of any noise. At least at what
He
he told
didn't.
me. What he told me. What he told me.
Shout out to Tom's dad.
So you're nerdy and gullible.
High or low, Tomar?
Low.
Gorm was there. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. He wasn't there. However, Rastadan
That
would have been
totally
there.
makes sense.
Rastadan would have been there.
Wait, who's Russell?
His older brother. One of his older brothers.
Oh.
That you guys haven't met.
The oldest one. He was
You haven't met him in the podcast.
He
but-
was the loud and boisterous one.
Yeah. Who
He went out to
supposedly
war.
died in combat.
I don't
hot
remember him
one.
at all.
Yeah, the hot one.
Sorry, Tom.
Jesus, that was great.
Gorm's there.
I bought a booger drug. And that's his official voice. No, okay, so you guys make your way through this labyrinthine mess. Are you alright? This labyrinthine mess. And
That one got me.
booger drug. And then it ends very abruptly. After you guys turn a corner, it ends.
Ba-ding-ding.
And there is a ladder that goes up.
Booger drug into my heart.
Okay,
Sorry.
we're gonna have to be really careful.
Why?
Because we don't know what's out there, Pinwin.
I mean, yeah, I guess
I was
obvious
thinking the
reasons.
same
yeah.
thing. Why?
Right.
I look at Pinwin and I go,
Obvious reasons.
you're pretty small, kind of hard to spot. Mm-hmm. Why don't you take a look up there?
Okay.
No.
I'm gonna
Pinwin
go,
starts climbing up the ladder.
Should we send the goat?
We should send somebody familiar with the town.
I'm
up there.
already
Maybe
up there.
somebody who's invisible?
I'm already on
So
my
Pinwin,
way.
you are up at the top of the ladder, and there is
I
a.
grab Pinwin's foot.
Give me or give me Dex. Give me a Dex save.
Give me a stretch roll.
A dex save.
Save?
Why was
just
save?
a Dex roll. Give me athletics.
Why
Fuck it.
Dex?
Give me athletics.
Idiot.
Give me an octopus.
Fuck you guys. I've been drinking alcohol.
This isn't a post grapple. This is what that is.
Give me a La Bombilla.
Athletic.
I just want to see if grab it first.
22.
22. So you are able to grab Pinwin's leg.
Pinwin can't roll to defend the grab.
Now you guys will roll opposing strength. I just want to see if Gorbel was quick enough. Just shut up. Just shut up.
Natural 20.
So is this a strength save or just strength?
It's athletics versus your athletics or acrobatics.
Oh, or acrobatics?
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
That's what grapple checks are, bro.
That's what it is.
Well, natural 20 versus.
28.
Whoa.
We decided that
She's
we
pretty
crit.
strong, though.
We also decided that we crit or fail on skills. That's what you guys decided like 2 sessions ago.
But you also had to roll a random other ass number before then.
That was just to see if she could get there fast enough.
Okay.
So that's going to be 30.
Okay, so you grab Pinwin's leg and pull him back down.
I didn't say pull.
Then what do you do?
I just grab it
Okay.
and hold so he doesn't go
So
running out
Pinwin,
to
you're
nine
like pretty close. You're like,
Flintstones.
yeah, yeah, and you're trying to get up to this circular manhole.
I'm
Basically.
gonna go, Gorbel, I'm gonna have a hard time getting up here if you're grabbing my leg.
Stop it.
What?
Just hold tight. We need to go about this in a sneaky manner.
Right. Okay, alright.
Don't get yourself killed.
So Pinwin starts slowly climbing back down the ladder.
Where are we in relation to the shop?
To the left of it,
So it's like right up there.
like stage left.
It's the building next to the shop.
You're really feeding
What building
my
was that?
leg.
You guys remember that
What's the
was
word?
an old pottery
Spontaneity?
place that it was just like one of the villagers. It was like occasionally active, but it was more like a hobby shop. He would sell his pots.
I love it. It's good.
He sold the pots.
Sold the pots.
Do you remember the creepy old dude with the pottery?
No.
Right next door.
No.
You sure I couldn't just take a peek up there?
Oh,
No
wait.
problem? It'd be a problem
Yeah,
with
what's
that?
his name? Who cares?
He was so
Little
bad at
peek.
pottery.
If it's just a pottery guy, I mean,
It wasn't his fault. He only had the
fine.
one arm.
I know there's people in the town.
Yeah, he
and
can't be a
maybe
one-armed
it'd be a
potter and
thing.
be very successful.
I don't think those pots even held anything. Like,
No, it just they were all kind of one-sided and stuff just.
He
fell
also
out of
talked
them.
funny. He called them ports instead of pots.
That also wasn't his fault. He had a hair lip and a lisp.
that's
Hair lisp.
probably why you didn't remember the pottery part. I
Yeah.
should have said portery.
Portery. Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
The
Now it.
the portery short.
He was also bald. Just a shame.
Remember when he had the sign maker make the sign and he literally phonetically spelled out portery shop?
Maybe he was just a really simple guy.
He was really upset.
Did he even sell anything?
I mean, I bought one out of pity once.
I stole some once to go break
Well, they're
them.
talking.
I think he actually died though.
Oh no, he's like definitely dead.
Yeah,
yeah,
like I saw him, his body.
While they're
Oh.
talking,
Siege?
Seth,
Oh.
I'm
I
gonna try to like slowly sneak up just to
I
take a
thought for
peek
sure
of
like
what's up
he
there.
would have just died of old age because he was old when we
No,
were
he
kids.
got speared.
Give
He had a
me
spear through him.
perception.
Shit.
He was probably really easy to spear because he was so old.
And balded with one arm.
Well, he was probably trying to sell him a
30?
fucking port. This is a siege, stupid. You sure you don't want a perk? Spear.
My heart.
My whore.
Woo.
Oh, man.
30.
His name was Mort.
That's what it was. It was Mort. How did I forget that? Shit.
Oh, boy.
It's canon.
All of this is
30.
Best NPC ever made.
So,
we made that whole NBC.
fuck, I'm just gonna let you guys design all the NPCs. They all just have some weird foible. So, Pinwin, while you guys are arguing and discussing about Mort's port shore, Pinwin very stealthily climbs up the ladder and peeks out of the little trapdoor. You can see a dark and dusty room above you, but you can't really make out a lot. Actually, fuck that. No, you can. You rolled really well. You can see a lot. You see furniture that hasn't been used in a very long time, covered in dust, a lot of it broken. You can see a broken window pane.
Any ports in there?
You do see a lot of ports. You see a fuck ton of ports. A fork torn of ports.
Any tracks or presence of people?
No. It doesn't look like anyone's been in there in a very long time.
Okay. Well, guys, looks okay.
Jeez, Pinwin.
And I'm gonna hop up.
Why the fuck are you yelling?
And Pinwin disappears through the hatch.
I'm going up.
Good job, little buddy.
And you all climb up.
I'm gonna peek my head back up. Can someone lift Shadow up?
We all look around at each other like,
Pinwin, didn't you just lecture everybody about splitting up?
I'm not splitting up. I'm just peeking at
Because
what's up here.
You are definitely fucking up right now.
This is the same plane. It's fair game.
All right, just-
Same plane, fair game. It's all good.
Pass the wolf up to me.
That doesn't rhyme, Pinwin.
And
It's
Gorbel
close.
hands
It's
the
fine.
wolf up. Smoochie hands it up further. And Tomar, that's your name. You push him through the top.
Tormor.
Tormor.
Terminator.
And the rest of you climb up into the shop.
Are there any windows?
Yes, there's a busted window that leads out that looks like it faces the road. And you remember the shop now even more fully being in it. You had been in there maybe once or twice. Gorm, your father, Tomar, was very friendly with him as their shops were right next to each other. And yeah, you remember he had for all Mort's foibles, for all Mort's warts, he was a fairly nice guy, and he meant well. And he was always coming over and ask your dad like what you thought were pretty inane questions, but your dad was always very patient with him. Anything having to do, because it seemed like he thought of your dad as kind of like an everyman, like a guy who knew a lot about a lot of things. So anytime he had a question, he would come over and ask Gorm,
Can I hear an
who
example?
he called Gorm.
Can I hear an example of that conversation using both of the decided voices?
No.
No.
Can I see
Later?
the shop next door?
Later, baby.
So his name is Gorm.
Out the window?
You can't see it from here because it's directly to the right.
Gorm's forum. He needs a forum.
But you can see out into the road. The road seems quiet.
Not even really thinking about it. I'm just going to step outside.
Okay, you open the door into the road, and you are flooded with memories of being... It's been a long time since you've been here, right in front of your father's shop. And you can see now, you turn to your right, in this empty road, and like a kind of the back section of the village... and it kind of finals out into this was kind of a dead end. You can see your father's shop faded, the sign above kind of hanging a little like haphazardly. But yeah, everything around here seems pretty barren. You can see that there across the street is the blacksmithy where you'd spend some time. Sharon was the blacksmith there. You remember her, the one-armed blacksmith.
A lot of one-armed people in town.
A lot of war happened. And you remember, with a flash, you remember her, and you remember Fennec and her clutching each other, full of arrows and sword wounds on a pile of bodies that as you guys left the city, they had defended the village from the attackers, though you never actually saw that happen.
Sharon was so cool to us.
Not even thinking about it, I head towards the shop.
All right, you head towards the shop.
The Shorp, sorry.
The Shorp.
In Moonreach.
Hirstag's Hirstag's gonna look around and see if he can see any trees in the vicinity.
Okay. So, do you guys all follow Tomar out into the road?
Follow.
Yeah.
Follow.
I will follow you.
But
Follow him wherever he may go.
I'm looking for trees.
Okay. Looking for trees.
Mm-hmm.
There aren't many inside the ruins of the village of Moonreach.
Looking for trees.
Those
in
that
all
are
the wrong
kind of-
places.
Those that are kind of frail and withered. Doesn't look like much grows here anymore.
Okay.
Most of the trees are outside of the village. You guys stand in the road and you watch as Tomar approaches his father's old shop. The sign that used to hang sideways of what was once Gorm the Mighty's Moonstone Boutique storefront is now charred and discarded. Tomar, you pull the front door open and it falls off its broken hinge with a shudder. The gaping darkness of your past open before you. Upon entering the dilapidated ruin that was once your father's home and shop, you're hit with a thunderous wave of nostalgia. The front waiting area couches where you and Gorbel used to play adventurer on as kids are completely intact, if not a little dusty and moth-eaten. The head of a star elk you had once hunted with your father and brother Rast looks down on you in the entryway with shiny black eyes. As you make your way to the retail shelves that line the walls of the shop, shelves that line the wall of the shop, you think about the moonstone trinkets your father managed to create. As if it were yesterday, you can recall how this room used to glow a brilliant and milky lavender color when the lights went out on account of the property of the mysterious gemstones. Now the shelves have mostly been picked clean of all the valuables that used to adorn them, the scavengers leaving little to the imagination. You pass the front counter and head to the back of the shop, somehow forgetting about the weird dip in the floor and stumbling a little bit. You look to the right and see the sign your brother Romar had once painted red, indicating, "Watch your step." You smile at it sadly and continue on into Gorm's work area. Gorm the Mighty had spent countless hours in this room, crafting the moonstone trinkets and jewelry the Ironfist made their living on. You remember watching him, your hero, working diligently at his cedar table. His monocular lens he used to wear strapped to his forehead still hung on the old nail where he used to keep it. His jeweler's tools, which you can recall Gorm bragging about winning from a gnome in a game of cards, are now missing, but that doesn't surprise you. Somewhat distantly, you begin to fumble around the desk, looking for the prize you'd come to retrieve. Surely it had to be somewhere, as it had no physical value. You pull open drawer after drawer, rifling through old jewelry recipes and schematics, and begin to get frustrated. You slam the papers down on the table, and a plume of dust welcomes you in response. As you cough it up from your lungs, you bend over and finally see it, overturned on its face on the cold stone floor. Reaching for it, you turn it over and dust it off. The Ironfist family looks back at you. The small painting had been commissioned by Uthricht, an up-and-coming painter who used to live in Moonreach. You remember seeing his dead body as you fled the burning town all those years ago. Your eyes meet the members of your family and study each of them in turn. Rastadan, already towering above the lot of them, looms in the back, a goofy smile spread under his beard. He rests a meaty hand on your father's shoulder. Gorm looks much happier than you remembered, but maybe that's because your mom was still alive. Bergamot was also in the picture, smiling somewhat stiffly. She was never used to settling down, your mother. You could tell from her body language that she was ready to go about some other quest or right some wrong. You realize that you do the same. Bergamot never stopped to enjoy the small things, but now she was dead. They all were. Leaning solemnly on the mother's shoulder is your middle brother, Romar's smile was shy, and his dark eyes betrayed no emotion whatsoever. You remember him being quiet, but warm and loving. In the foreground are the two youngest kids, both of them wild and foolhardy. You marvel at the fact that the two of you were once the same height. You stand back to back. The very young half-orc Gorbel stares back at you, her signature smirk painted on her face. She had always been sassy, and you chuckle to yourself, remembering all the gray hairs the two of you gave your father. Her arms are crossed, and she looks very excited to be getting her picture painted. Almost more excited is the younger version of yourself. Young Tomar stands tall and proud, though you're barely Pinwin's height at the time. Your hands are resting firmly on your hips in your old tough guy pose, as you called it, and a broad, confident grin is painted on your face. That child looks almost alien now. He had the whole world ahead of him, but you pocket the picture and quickly turn to leave. Adjacent to the doorway, you see it. The display case where Steel Song once hung is still there, with its door ajar. You remember asking your father the story nearly every day before bed and sneaking downstairs to just look at it. You tried to lift it once as a child, but it had been much too heavy. Even still, it requires both of your arms to swing it comfortably. Gorm, though, he always held it in one hand. The man was truly a legend. Suddenly, the weight of the sword feels like 100 pounds hanging on your shoulders. You look at the catch in the center of the case, something that your father always hid, and you slide your fingers across it, just barely, and a small opening pops up. And inside you can see a silver locket. Quickly, you take it. Something about it seems important. You close the hatch again, and without saying a word, you leave the shop. The rest of you see and watch as Tomar enters the shop and returns to the street with a very melancholic expression on his face.
I wipe my eye quickly as I exit.
You good?
I think so.
Suddenly you guys hear a sound, kind of a scuffle. And you guys look down the road and you can see shapes approaching you. Several figures move slowly down the road. And those of you from Moonreach realize that they're very familiar. The Smoochy, you take particular notice of these children and immediately recognize their faces. And they are children. They're barely teenagers. But you remember the young children you trained to get ready for that final night before the attack on Moonreach. Cork, the leader of them, strong and confident, having a lot of natural skill. He kind of smirks at you, Smoochy, as he leads his band of others. There's Palma. There's Davis. All of them gathered. There's a cluster of them, roughly 10. But they've grown, and they look strong. And they've got the hardened edge of pain and war on their faces. But they don't say anything. And moving from behind them, splitting the group, is a tall, long, dark-haired figure that all of you remember the last time you saw him. He was laying in a heap in the earth under a pile of bodies. Fennec, the stable hand, who died in the battle of Moonreach, steps forward, and as you can see, slits from weapons and arrow holes that look like they never healed riddle his body.
Fennec Dondarian.
And as he approaches, he brings his hand out and he says, kind of looking at all of you, "Welcome back, wolves. Welcome back to Moonreach. And that's where we're going to end for the night.
Good job, by the way, man.
Thanks. Good job with the description of the shop.
I have a novella about my coming back to my home too that I'd like you to read.
That made me sad.
You guys definitely should do stuff like
I
that.
will fucking read it if you have it.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was great.
Cool.
I'm just joshing you.
I'll josh you.
However, there were a couple of things that he didn't put in there, so
Yeah.
be paying attention to anything he might mention. Anyway, so yeah, that was a cathartic little journey. So let's award some experience points, guys.
That was a weird one.
It was a weird one. We're going to do some general encounter experience because battle really didn't happen. It's going to be less, but don't think that it doesn't mean anything. I'm going to give you guys each
2 experience.
1,500 experience points.
2 winky faces and eggplant emoji.
And a flag with a magnifying glass on it. But Willem, you're going to take an extra 200 experience points for climbing into the hole and severing the neck of Lars.
Tight.
Pinwin, you're going to take an additional 100 points for finding the trapdoor.
Okay.
1,500.
Thanks.
Oh,
Yeah. No problem.
I got really excited because I just remembered my dress's pocket. Wow.
Baller.
Tomar and Gorbel for engaging Calcifer in conversation. You guys can each have 100 experience points. And Hirstag for floating.
Roll good.
Yeah, you can have 50.
for floating?
Master
Yeah.
floater.
Just because I'll give it for Smoochie, but give it to Hirstag.
Oh. How much?
50.
Oh.
For being the only person who cared about Maury. Not that nobody else cared, but the
Yeah,
only
that's
one
not
to.
accurate.
I know. You guys were playing it cool.
We were prioritizing.
Yes.
Yeah, we didn't want to see more of them die.
Yes. Which is good, and that's why you got your experience. What else do you deserve experience for?
The Mort's Port Shorp.
Yeah. You guys can all have an additional 70 experience points because that made me laugh a lot. And if you don't have an inspiration, you can now have inspiration
Siak.
Yay.
because that's really good. I love it when you guys make up shit.
Making up the shop thing.
Yes, you can have 100 for that.
I think Gorbel should get some for engaging Calcifer in conversation and like trying to keep him busy.
Well, that's what I gave them both the 100 for kind of playing off each other and getting him to continue talking.
Oh, right on. Okay.
Finding another way into the city.
Yes,
Remembering.
You can have, yeah, you can have 50 for that.
It's okay. We can talk freely now.
Smoochie for trying to heal Maury.
Yes, being very preoccupied with Maury, trying in his simple barbarian brain to do anything he could. Yes, you can have 50.
Man,
I'm just imagining too, just like.
He spent a lot of time with them, so
No, yeah,
he was pretty upset.
I know, and I'm glad that you did that because that's an important thing. Like more recently, he's spent a ton of time with the Chaos Company, and then also Willem did.
Yeah, that was a bad time.
Hirstag, Tomar, and I all saved Chaos Company members.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you guys can each have 50. For rescuing Shadow, you can have 25. Pinwin.
Smoochie
Simon.
caught Zyko.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Smoochie can get 52.
Pinwin for finding the button to open the door.
Yep, I gave Pinwin 100 for that.
And finding the door shortcut out.
Oh yeah, you can have another 100 for that.
Okay.
So you guys didn't have to climb all the way back up.
Rolling hardcore survival.
Yeah, that was pretty survivally.
Yep.
Just punch him.
Meat.
All right. So I think that brings us to tonight's MVPC. Thank you, Pinwin. It's too late, guys. The moment has passed. All right, so tonight we're going to vote for the MVPC. That's the most valuable player character, the person who did the coolest shit or whatever reason you want to vote for them. Think about it. Take some seconds, and then we'll vote. Remember, Tomar is 1, Hirstag is 2, Pinwin is 3, Gorbel is 4, and Willem is 5. Does everybody know who they're going to vote for?
For once, I'm not sure, actually.
Everybody ready? Mm-hmm. All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, vote. All right, we've got... I can't see your fingers, Elijah. Oh, just one.
Oh.
Okay. That's why I can't see them. Okay, so we've got 2 votes for 5, 2 votes for 1, and 1 vote for 3.
How about you say their name for the audience?
2 votes for Willem, 2 votes for Tomar, 1 vote for Pinwin. Willem, why'd you vote for Pinwin?
I thought I was voting for Gorbel.
Oh.
Aw.
So you're going to change it to 4.
I was like, what the fuck?
Sorry, I confirmed 2 when you did that, but I'm a little tired.
I was like, I just...
I fucked you up.
just
Sorry.
motioned. Okay.
Willem, why'd you vote for Gorbel?
Because Gorbel was keeping Calcifer busy, and also, I don't know if it's out of form, but maybe not so much Gorbel, but Mika specifically just rolling with the role playing, especially with the tunnel and the shop stuff and everything, and just had me cracking up tonight. So
Yeah, that was really good.
That was a nice reprieve.
I liked it. Tomar, why'd you vote for Willem?
Because he's the one who did the combat.
Yeah.
The one combat.
The one part of the combat.
He did the combat.
You did do the combat. Good
And
job.
I'm glad he took the sign to actually attack it and not do nothing when he found the body. So
That's what I got an award for from Gorbel earlier.
most likely to
Most likely to murder on site.
Pinwin, why did you also vote for Willem?
I voted for Willem because I couldn't do much from down below, and he went through the hole, which was awesome. And I didn't even know this, but he even went through kind of a fear thing because he's in confined spaces, so that was kind of a extra big deal. And then he killed whatchamacallit, what the fuck,
Lars.
Thank you, killed Lars Calcifer, whatever you want to call him. Killed him the second time, so now he's doubly dead.
Double dead.
Double dead.
Double dead. Nice.
Yes.
Hirstag, why'd you vote for Tomar?
I thought I really just thought that whole ending thing, him going back to the shop, was really touching. The portrait, I don't know. I could see it in my mind. That was really, really cool.
Yeah, it was well done.
Yeah.
Gorbel?
Same reason. I'm a slut for backstory.
She's a backstory slut. 5. All right. Well, it looks like tonight is another tie between Willem and Tomar. You guys will each take 250 experience points and, I don't know, put it in your pee hole. Or your tree hole.
Or your wall hole, where
Yes.
you find unconscious or unpresent Calcifer Lars.
And then just kill him.
And then put
Kill your 250.
over and over again.
And then I put mine in a tree hole.
yeah.
A tree hole.
Yeah, a tree hole.
That's it. We did it, guys.
Well,
we did it again.
All right.
God
that's
damn
it.
it, we did it.
Bye.
Thanks to Chad Piper for our intro song. Thank you to Adrian Von Ziegler for doing all of the background music that you hear. Although we should look into licensing rights for that Mass Effect song, because that shit is dope. Thank you to everyone who listened. Thank you to Ross for doing that sweet ass
Thanks,
fucking
Ross.
review. Yeah, thanks,
Now
Ross.
you need to become a patron.
Yeah, now
Since you're
fucking
listening,
give us some money, you fuck.
Cheap bastard.
Goddamn vagabond.
And
I swear to God, Ross, if you don't start giving us money, I will do voices.
Next time, if they deliver your Jimmy John's to my place of employment, I'm keeping it.
I'm gonna just take a bite out of it, wrap it back up, and say, "Oh, this wasn't mine."
That's what I'll put in my pee hole.
Your sandwich. But yeah, also guys, we will be at Gen Con here August 1st through the 4th, so please come and say hey to us. That would be dope. Or don't. Do your thing. Send us a letter and just say fuck you. I don't care. It's your day.
We'll play G.I.
Send us a
Joes.
letter to Gen Con.
Attention D20 Syndicate.
It's at the will call counter.
Fuck you.
Picking up my tickets. Oh, also this. Oh, that made me sad.
Wait, are you guys the D20 Syndicate? Yeah, your mom called. She's a handful.
Nice reference.
Nice.
She freaked me out.
Freaked me out, man.
But yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for listening. Check out our Patreon. Donate. Make us a warlock. That's all I got tonight. What do you got? You say something? Go ahead.
I was gonna say goodbye. You got to do the.
Your glasses are askew, and it bothers me.
You're a
Push 'em up.
You.
You need some of those little grabbers.
Anyway, guys, this has been the D20 Syndicate podcast. I am your host and DM, Seth, and we go on adventures, so you don't have to. Goodbye.
Damn it.
Gen Con outro. Everyone lock it in. Let's do this.
Okay. Yeah, we're talking about straws, Seth.
Shh. Smoochy. How do I talk?
No, I don't know.
Smoochy. I am Smoochy. Smoozog.
There you go. Edit this part out so that nobody hears it, but that would actually be super fun to do at the end of the campaign, like you just said,
Guys.
doing an award ceremony.
Oh my God.
It'd be really cool.
Most
I'm
dead.
gonna be real life crying. Like, almost definitely. Oh my God.
What'd be
What are you going to wear to the award ceremony?
My best dress.
Elijah's dick. It's like Bjork's dress, her swan dress, but it's Elijah's dick draped over my shoulder.
His actual dick or like a model of the dick?
His actual
What
dick.
am I gonna wear then?
You're not
You
dick.
on my
Chaps.
dick.
You're going to be wearing a fucking hospital gown because you're going to be losing a lot of blood.
All right, what were you going to say, Tomas?
Sorry.
Who cares?
No.
Okay, what I was going to say.
No, I do care.
All hope.
It'd be cool if there was some nerd out there that was keeping track of stats.
I was gonna say we could go back and listen to the
I'm not doing that.
episodes and
No, that's so
Billy hasn't
Make
even
some
listened to all
stats.
of them once.
That's so
let alone
many
twice.
hours.
That would be
So
have a
many
clip
hours.
show. Like have the whoever wants to do that.
Well,
have a
some
clip
shows
show.
they do have actual
I think
stats,
it's funny
like
that
how many
they're-
kills there were, how many crits there were, how many death saves there were.
I think it's funny that there's actually like fans out there or listeners out there that are more fans of the show than I am.
What is this smell? What is that?
Is it my blue burps?
Yeah.
could
I
be
feel like I'm
my
burping blue.
body
like it.
because I was working really hard.
Does
No,
it smell
it
kind
smelled
of
like
good?
a horrible blueberry.
Oh, yeah, that's probably it.
My
I keep burping and I'm burping
Why are you
blue.
talking so loud?
Because it's driving me insane. I'm just amazed that the
Calm
smell
down.
translated.
So intense.
Yeah, Jesus.
I'm sorry.
That's the fucking one. It was my burps.
This is just what happens when your character becomes a god.
Oh my God, I'm gonna
You know?
burp.
Guys, I'm gonna
She
be
became a
bragging
chill
forever.
god.
You guys are going to complain so much when we're here at like midnight.
Am I Marie from Breaking
fucker of
Bad?
men.
But
You're
with
a
blue,
spook.
I
I'm
guess
not a fucker
probably
of men.
I'm blue. And I am Die.
I have a blue house with a blue window. Blue is the color of all that I wear. Blue on the streets.
but
and
what
all
about the
trees are
PlayStation
too.
song?
PlayStation. PlayStation. Gonna play the games. The PlayStation Old J with a Metal Gear Solid to check and play. And from Omega Boost to Resident Evil. Just play for the fun, cause we got it going on. Ridge Racer. Odd World, Wing and 11, the game's on the PlayStation.
I just rolled a 20 and Elijah looked at it. We're like, shit.
Want to know what's like
You do
really
a good job
crazy?
of doing the automation, like manually.
I listened to them a billion times.
You have the front
Autumn
of that
had
pointed
that
at you?
CD and played that all the fucking time.
I do. Yeah.
And I was like,
Even
shut up, I
though-
can't hear my
Fucking
orgy.
Are those eyes or titties?
Both.
Which?
Right there on the far left of your paper.
They're neither.
What are they?
But you
Swirls?
Get it.
I draw titties all the time. Those are not titties.
Those are obviously swirls.
Right there?
Yeah, just
Your
swirls.
head is in the gutter, sir.
I just be looking for titties. I
Yeah, you do.
guess. Sorry.
Yeah.
Continue the podcast, please.
Continue the podcast.
I'll draw you a pair of titties.
I can't see it. The can's in the way. The can's in the way of the cans.
Ironically enough.
Show me the cans.
Here you go.
Okay,
She
cool.
was drawing butts like one of the recent times.
I think
You
I
just
draw
gotta
butt-
watch
She
her,
painted.
man.
She painted butts on a canvas.
Nice.
It hangs in our house.
I still haven't tried
Multiple
to draw
butts?
butts.
No, it's
Just one butt.
Oh.
Anyway, and it just starts falling. You
Like it
Can I use my mage hand to try to catch it?
is my mage hand a Butterfingers?
I just imagine you just going. You said scoop, so I imagine you just doing.
Pluck or scoop?
Billy and I were both just doing the gesture that he was doing. We were doing this.
You were
Okay.
like assuming a fling.
That's a scoop.
Why would he
means to
do
me,
that?
like-
Why would he do
Sorry, I was thinking about titties.
Playback. I pluck or scoop.
Have you ever used like
I
an
was
ice
imagining
cream
like a-
scoop? You don't fucking fling the ice cream.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
You've watched me eat ice cream. It's like,
You're talking to a guy who has spiders in his fucking shirt.
yeah. That's the least of my worries is how I scoop ice cream. And I'm constantly looking over my shoulders for arachnids.
Have you ever thought that maybe that's just like you're like them calling out to you, being like, "We're bros."
I am part spider.
Like,
They're my spirit animal.
Like it's your family, and they will be your army if you need them.
Oh,
Like you and the
Right?
children.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Embrace it.
backing up.
A dick comes out of the hole.
It is a glory hole. Edit that out.
it's just more editing, you guys.
Are we trying to be like more PG? Is that what's
Just-
happening?
We're rated explicit, man.
Less dicks coming out of things.
How are we ever
What's wrong with
going
dicks?
to?
Are naturally coming
it's
out of
less
things.
like
going to record
fucking
live
stuff.
Usually they're naturally coming
Part
in
of
things.
life. Yeah.
Hey,
Or
waka
on,
waka, boom.
Around.
I don't
Adjacent
know.
to
D&D fucking is always just like it always feels.
dick and dick fuck.
There's way more on other things.
Speaking of D&D fucking,
Way more.
which I don't think.
Like,
What
way
other
more.
things are you talking about? Are you talking about D&D?
You're talking about
Yes.
porn?
No.
Yeah, I feel like it's really cheap, like cheap humor.
Speaking
You know?
of D&D fucking,
Let's stick
like,
to puns.
Aren't you the one who
man.
likes fart?
are
humor?
we the only bards that don't
fart
try to just
humor-
fuck
Yeah.
everything? Because
Yeah,
all the
the-
memes I see are bards
Seduce
fucking
things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like what?
Well, I mean, that's what the
I'm just
bard.
like-
Said, give me a death
that's
save.
that's
weird.
like
That's like the trope of bars.
Yeah.
We're cool bards.
Oh, even
We're not
better.
like the other bards.
Yeah, we're not gonna fuck
See,
everything.
I thought I was being a dick
I'm
with 18.
particular.
Now it's fucking 24.
Way
Holy
better.
shit.
Whose phone was that?
Not mine.
Oh my god, it was Siri. Sorry.
Oh, Siri.
It's very humid, full of good memories. Hangs out to the village kids and drinking down here. Get to fight General Merriment. Are you know that this is like a reinforce my shaft on the side of my shaft? In a sense, so along the walls, there's like a support beams. It's not like that to keep it from collapsing. It was at one time Mike, other than when I was used this mobile, who definitely on a chef, when the city going to village weekend where they found the first ore.
Guess you gotta talk fierce.
That is how stupid you sound. all the time.
Do you hear yourself?
Damn it.
You sound like a drunk bitch.
Shit.
Fuck.
Sweet.
That was really,
We should
really bad.
probably get a napkin.
Oh, it
I'm
just
sorry.
missed my bag.
It's good. It's good.
It got his bag.
Accidents happen. Let's pause.
I'm sorry.
Ancient party shaft.
Party shaft. Tim's new band name.
Never mind. That was it. That was vengeance, Billy.
Eyewitness account.
All right.
I'm sorry. The top of the bag is fine. Now, if it does stain, it's like a cool wash.
Don't try to make it better.
It's not stained.
That is
though.
your beard oil bag,
This
though, right?
is like the lightest. This is the lightest.
See, that's why I'm happy.
Cider.
He got it
though.
for
My
free.
dice bag that I paid a lot for.
Also, it's not like it says D20 Syndicate.
Now
so
it'll have a nice
No, I'm
appley
sorry.
scent on it.
Yeah. Positives. I'm sorry.
He's just like seething and
Lo
below the surface.
siento.
She's like, and now it smells like apples.
God, I know how much Billy likes his stuff.
I
feel bad.
What does that mean?
No,
It makes me
like
sound like an asshole.
no, like
That sounds like something you'd use to describe like an asshole. I know how much Billy likes his stuff.
Because he has no emotions and all he
I've
has
seen you
is
like
things.
open new
I know how
stuff
much
and
Billy
be
cares
like,
about his things as opposed to his friends.
Yeah, I know how much Billy cares about material
I'm sure if
things.
this happened to friends.
I know how Scrooge McDuck Billy is. I know what a piece of shit Billy is.
diving into his room full of
Dice bags.
You just take really good care of your stuff,
And you get
and then
mad
I
at
dump
Lindsey
cider
when
all
she
over it.
plays with your minis and stuff.
breaks them, stains them.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Irrationally mad. And watchful. Like it would ever happen.
Like something would get spilled. What?
We're adults, Billy. We're not gonna spill our drinks.
I'm sorry.
What are we at time wise?
The first time I'm by
1
Billy.
hour, 28 minutes.
First time I'm by Billy.
Are you
and I
shitting
spill
me?
all
No.
over his bag.
There's still there's roughly 20 minutes because I didn't do most of the intro. So
Oh.
Why are you the worst at like
We skipped over some stuff, didn't we?
keeping time?
No, we did a campfire question. We did the review.
and
We
did
took a
some
long ass
banter,
time
yeah.
getting started because
did.
no one would shut up, and I was like, "Y'all are gonna complain when it gets late."
What?
Will you drop it about the bag?
No.
I think she's used to.
It'll be fine.
I think she's used to me going, "God damn it, Lindsey, you fucking idiot! You're
Right.
fucking breaking my
And
shit."
since you're
she's
not,
not used
doing
to the
that, I
quiet
feel like I feel like it's internal, and then I'm just
It's like I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
right. And I don't like that.
Scream at me.
Be openly mad if you're mad.
Punish me.
The Jesuit priest. Okay, so unpause.
Why would we pause? That was.
Why
great
did I not
stuff.
get
It'll just go. It'll just go somewhere else. Not in the
Hashtag
actual.
everything is content.
Well, I did pause it literally, so
Oh,
a
you
lot
did?
of that's not in there.
Why did you do that?
Because
there was
just
nothing
you
in there.
apologizing.
Yeah.
This should
Billy
not be a discussion
silent.
right now.
I think
There
the
shouldn't even be a
audience
conversation
would like
that we're
to
having.
know
Shut up,
I
shut
am
up, shut up, shut up,
sorry.
All right,
shut up.
everyone, shut the fuck up.
Are you sure?
I'm sorry. All right. Are we recording?
Yes.
Sweet. All right.